Welcome back. Love Boat Project, episode number 60. Can't believe it. With me, as always, my co-host, Mike Robertson. Ahoy, Mike.
Hey, Mike. Another two-parter, this time with as many guests as a Game of Thrones episode, apparently.
So many guests. And we are lucky to have our first three-time guest on the podcast.
Speaking of guests,
Mr. Ameen Brewster. Speaking of guests, only one portal this week, sir. That's all you. Welcome back.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, man. So we are here this week to talk about The Love Boat Season 3, Episodes 10 and 11. As Mike said, this was another two-parter. If you remember, our first two-parter of the season was the season premiere. Mike, and was that the King of the Hill? Was the two-parter the King of the Hill?
Oh, yes. A clear King of the Hill, if I
thought so.
I would say at this point. So
yeah, I thought so.
There really hasn't been a close second. Close second, I would say, at this point yet. So,
well, a lot at stake here for another two-part. The first two-part of the season was excellent. Let's see how this one is.
That's good, man.
The name of the episode, it was like, storylines must have been on sale for this week. The Love Lamp is Lit, Critical Success, Rent a Family, Take My Boyfriend, Please, and The Man in Her Life. No wonder that it was a cast of thousands on this boat.
Had to fill the storylines.
Oh, it was crazy. Original air date, November 10th, 1979, from 8 to 10 p.m. on that comfortable Saturday night time slot. What else is on, Mike and Ameen? CBS from 8 to 9 o'clock. Now, when we last looked at the CBS Saturday night lineup, it was a mess. They didn't know what they were doing. I don't think they've solved the problem.
Yes.
Here. TV special, 8 to 9. TV special, Lost Treasure of the Concepcion. Ooh. What's that, do you say? A description? Sure. The recovery by a team of divers of an estimated $200 million in booty stored in a sunken Spanish galleon. Narrated by William Conrad. An hour?
Isn't that
night?
just isn't that like half the plot of the Charlie's Angels we just watched?
It sort of is. It is. Oh, that's funny.
Was Paul? What was his name?
Oh,
Convey's character.
Bert Convey. Yeah.
With an H.
Paul Weller.
Yeah, it was someone with an H. No, it was someone with an H. Well, whatever.
Haller,
yeah,
Hacker, Paul.
He had booty. It was only $5 million of booty. So.
Well, it was worth $5 million. So I wonder how much.
Julie called
Remember,
it.
he got the
They called it bric-a-brac, not booty.
bric-a-brac.
So.
Yeah, they were way off on that one. Well, if you've lost your remote and you can't change the channel, on at 9 o'clock on CBS, 2-hour TV movie. Okay,
Yes.
maybe on to something here.
Yes.
Movie's called Act of Violence. Boy, they're keeping it nice and light on the CBS Saturday night. A divorced career woman's life changes when she's beaten and robbed by a street gang. Starring Elizabeth Montgomery, James Sloyan,
Bewitched?
and Dolph Sweet. Yeah, if you ever want to see Tabitha get beat down by a street gang.
By the chief. Wait.
Jeez.
By the chief from Give Me a Break.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
With the he's got like the flat top. Oh, he's got 20 daughters. Yeah. And he's got Joey Lawrence as a son. Wow.
Now, why didn't Tabitha just use her witchcraft to get the hell out of that?
They put a nose lock on her so she couldn't twinkle her nose.
Oh no, that was
wow. No, you're right. Tabitha was the daughter. Samantha was the.
Oh, yeah. No good. So CBS in shambles on Saturday evening. Although I respect them putting a TV movie on there, but they just every week it's some new wild stab.
But you're right. That is really dark.
It's dark really for Saturday evening.
Like,
yeah.
Just trying to relax.
Especially coming off the booty search.
Right? Right, like It's, but that's all right because there's 2 more channels, right? NBC from 8 to
there
10.
is.
It's a 2-hour episode of Chips. Titled Drive, Lady Drive. Female race car driver aids Ponch and John in their search for a 10-year-old runaway who caused a highway accident. Kind of dark. A little dark. Like, how bad?
Well,
was
at least
it? Like,
at least they
throw a
tied it
bowling
back
ball?
to the. At least they tied it back to the highway, though.
Yeah, the word
There's
highway
so many
is in there.
times where they're trying to solve
Highway,
crimes. Right, they're trying to solve
car.
crimes that a lot of times they're trying to solve crimes that have nothing to do with the highway or cars or anything.
Like they're not even accessible, via motorcycle that they ride. I don't know what. Well, and a show that that Mike and I have been following on Saturday night. That's up next from 10 to 11. I normally don't talk about the shows on after the Love Boat, but this is BJ and the Bear, Mike, and we need to kind of see where this show is going. When we left you last, they still hadn't mentioned the fact that the bear, who is capitalized in the title of the show, is a chimpanzee. They don't even talk about it. So this week, what are the chances, Mike? Are we finally gonna BJ and the Bear, the Eyes of Texas?
Kind of the title.
Yeah, the
Eyes of Texas. No shot. No
Is it a
shot.
blind person? Yes. No shot. There's no like monkeying around. There's no like
Right.
like
Monkey business.
simian, just
throwing
simian
bananas
pun.
in Texas.
Nothing.
It's nothing. So.
I don't know what this has to do with highway. This is 2 female detectives enlist BJ's aid in tracking down a Lothario romancing elderly women to steal their fortunes. What does that have to do with truck driving?
Is this the first Cagney and and Lacey?
Tyne Daly has.
B, what do we need? We need you know what it is? They're going to have him be a different Lothario, a competing Lothario.
He's going deep cover kind of thing.
Yep, deep cover, My 2 Lotharios.
Yeah, guest starring Martha Ray. No, I'm kidding. Martha Ray is not on this, although she would fit in here. That is what else is on. Let's talk about the synopsis of this 2-parter we're going to look at.
Good luck.
I don't, and this, again, officially, this comes from IMDb. Lou and Nora plot to steal gems hidden in a lamp. That's not, they'd already stolen them. Okay.
Yeah, I guess to take off the boat.
Right.
Yeah, to export.
Showbiz legend Stella rebuffs critic Elliot, who wants her to critique his play.
Spoiler.
Yeah, I know. Like, why would you?
He did. She wanted him to. He wanted her to be in the play.
Yeah.
Right. Like, it was more than that.
Plus, that didn't come up till like halfway through the episode either.
Right. That wasn't. That was not even. Well, because you know what? They muddied the water with these like, "I've always loved you." You know, that whole thing.
Well, they were engaged.
You know, he cared more about that blonde mustache than he did about Stella. Like, get out of here.
Whatever.
The amount of time that he put on that thing.
Hey, listen, budget 20 minutes to talk about that sweet ass royal blue pajama set he had.
Oh, it's in there. Oh, I noticed it. I noticed it. He looked like a certain fruit. Bachelor Paul hires actors to play his family to impress a boss who only hires family men. Okay.
Which is definitely like a TV thing, right? Like
Sure.
that doesn't happen in real life, but I feel like I see that in TV a lot.
I will
Gotta
say
be a family man to work here.
Can you
Right,
even ask
like,
that anymore?
that's such a weird. That's such a weird. I would love to give you the job. Are you married? If I say yes, do I get the job? Yes. Yes, I am. Like,
Not, I will say though, in retrospect,
yeah.
me single, me married with kids, I would have hired me married as far as work production.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well,
That's a solid. That's a good call.
statistically, those are
Yeah.
the workers.
yeah, those are the ones you want. So,
Like, I'm a pretty safe bet right now. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
More
A man of a certain
responsible
age
and all
with
that.
Yeah.
young children. Like,
I don't know why anybody
I'm not.
hired any of us single us. Like, so.
you made a huge mistake. You saw some potential that I didn't know. Yeah. Guest stars. Let me take a big breath for this.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
Did this synopsis not have the
No.
fact that the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders were here?
No. No mention of the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, it didn't touch into the other plot line, the other storyline
Nope.
either.
That is the
There's
official
2 Dallas
synopsis.
Cowboy plot lines. Plus, we're opening an
I
orphanage.
think that they're.
Come
I think they're
on.
paying by the letter here. I think is what it is. There's no mention of. I would have thrown in like, there's another Pepito. Like that was my big takeaway from this episode.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. I had to
couldn't
go
believe it was
back and
Pepito.
listen to the previous Pepito episode.
yeah, I
to
was like,
get
is there some
facts.
link? Is every orphan named Pepito except for the one that had the lamp? I don't know. We'll find out. Guest stars on this. The first guest star is the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders, and I just want to share something. I don't think I've shared this with you guys before. When I worked over in Europe, I was asked to go to the USO office. Taylor, we need you to go to this USO office. Okay, sounds good. Didn't ask why. Didn't right now. Okay. I walk. It's about a 2-block walk where we were. I walk in, and there are the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders in this USO office. I'm very confused. I'm like, what? So I go up and talk to the USO person. They go, oh, they need someone to like lead them around. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. Except I said something and my tone sort of, let's just say I didn't end up taking them around because I sort of said something. So
Taylor did a Taylor.
I made a joke about, I said something with pride. I'm like, well, my football team doesn't have cheerleaders. The mighty New York Football Giants. And I was like, is that weird being like a professional cheerleader? And there was definitely something in my voice. I didn't mean to be a jerk, but I was. Single me. Woo.
Wow.
And they kind of put me in my place and said, you have the wrong idea. We all have degrees. We have to have full-time jobs. They like,
Man, you got
and
Either
I was
run
feeling,
down.
you got
I was
shut
feeling,
down. How about them
feeling-
Cowboys?
I was feeling really like I just ruined like any bridge between myself and the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders.
Dallas Cowboy cheer.
So I'm kind of like, oh man. And I hear from behind me a voice I recognize from a movie. Specifically, what I remembered him saying in the movie was, "Hey Forrest, check out my titanium legs."
Gary
right.
Sinise was
It was
there?
Gary Sinise in the USO office behind me, giggling at me and patting me on the back after I said those things. Just thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
That is wild.
So that is the day I
Wow.
met both the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders and Gary Sinise. and
That
I
is-
quickly walked back to work,
That is impressive.
empty-handed.
That is
Dallas Cowboy
impressive.
cheerleaders are impressive. For them to have been that relevant in 79 and then just dropped a Netflix documentary in like 2024.
I'm telling you, you know what we are? We're topical. That's what
Well,
we are. We're topical. If we're
Yeah, we're tastemakers because look at all those Netflix cruise ship documentaries that we
You're
talked about a
welcome.
couple weeks ago. Yeah,
You're welcome.
That seems like y'all had some type of influence on that.
So I did not realize this until like an hour before we started that
Yeah.
the cheerleaders, they were not using their real names in the show.
I didn't know that either.
Like
Why?
Stacy's name is
It's
actually something
Stacey.
else.
Oh,
like
so they had him
Annie
play
or
a
something.
character? Like
Yeah.
a character?
Well, I
Like
didn't,
that-
I didn't think they would use their real names.
I just assumed it would be like they were playing themselves, but
Yeah,
maybe
it's like
they
a cameo.
Yeah, so they were definitely the cheerleaders, and as you could tell by their acting quality, they were definitely the cheerleaders.
Yeah,
The
Wendy-
real cheerleaders.
But
Wendy is never going to get an Oscar.
yeah,
Let me just say
but-
that. Poor Wendy.
I wanted to rank them, but I was having trouble keeping track of all the people who had speaking parts. I think we can figure it out, but
Oh, there's 12 of them.
yeah,
I
there
know
were
that.
definitely levels of acting that actually talked.
Yeah. Yeah, the few of them did, but there was the
Okay.
same one that talked. The same ones that talked. and
Yeah,
the others were like,
Stacy don't know to talk, and the leader, I think it was.
Stacy, Wendy, Allie, the one who was married the guy with the
Chrissy.
fake family, the black girl, and the short haired
Jill.
girl. I think they're the so
I don't.
yeah.
You know, it's funny too. Is and maybe again it's 1979, right? I obviously misspoke or my attitude was wrong or whatever, but they didn't. It's 1979, meaning they didn't portray them as all of them as like dumb as a box of rocks,
Not at all.
but which I was kind of surprised at because of the way they've portrayed like good-looking women in the past.
Yeah.
You know,
It came off almost like if you were going to have a sitcom next fall starring the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders, this is what it would be.
or variety show, just something. Yeah.
It wasn't like because the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders were like sex symbols at that point, right? And it wasn't anything.
Deal. They were huge.
But it wasn't like crazy. They weren't.
No, I remember like that. That was they were a big deal. They were a big deal. Yeah. You can't tell by the font.
Still be a big deal.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you think they're bigger than the Diamond Girls at Temple?
No.
No.
Come on, Mike. Okay. And not bigger than the Ice Girls at the Flyers games either. Stop it. Come on. Flyers Ice Girls. Let's hear it for the Flyers Ice Girls.
Zamboni Bay.
Next guest star is Bill Daly as Paul Turner, his only appearance on Love Boat. He played Major Roger Healy on I Dream of Jeannie for 131 episodes, 65 to 70. Nice job, sir. I thought he was good in this. I thought Paul Turner was good. I thought it was unbelievable that he had like a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader girlfriend, but, who am I to...
So in the first 20 minutes of the show, we've mentioned Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah. Well, last episode, we had one of the Darrens on.
Oh, good point.
From Bewitched. Good point. We're getting to that. And there's people in this show, too.
We did.
From other
That's
things.
True.
Yeah. Bill Daly, So the next one is Douglas Fairbanks Jr. with his awesome blonde mustache. Interesting fellow. He played Elliot Norman. We'll see him again in season 5. He plays another character with the first name of Elliot. His first marriage was to Joan Crawford. Had a very famous father, and this guy was like super decorated from his time in the Navy during World War II. I mean, the guy is just like super decorated. He worked with those.
I thought this guy was great.
Oh, he was amazing. He was amazing. He participated in like the fake Normandy invasions. He was trying to like put out misinformation. Very interesting dude. And this guy can carry a scene, and this guy can dress. In my mind, those are his clothes.
Oh, I agree. And they can be your clothes too, because they will be in the merch store.
Oh, they're already there. Then they're signed by Douglas Fairbanks. It says DF Jr. on it. Heck yeah. Jackie Earl Haley. I was a little surprised that Paul Turner's fake family got all these portals too. Again, Jackie Earl Haley, only appearance in Love Boat. Kelly on the Bad News Bears. He's been in everything. I mean, amazing actor. Watchmen. He's the new Freddy Krueger. I mean, he's been in a ton of little things.
Oh wow!
He's been around.
He didn't get a name, which was weird. He was just listed as Paul Turner's fake son.
Yeah. Everyone else had a name.
But like didn't this feel like a little beneath him? Like,
I thought so.
He's been in movies recently, and I mean, he was good, but it was just weird that he was in it.
I felt like he needed money. Like something was
that makes sense.
They could have gotten somebody that looked a little more like the 12-year-old son he was supposed to play, but who am I to say?
He said he does well playing a 12-year-old.
Yeah. Well, especially because Vicky is 12. So you're like, wait a minute. You better keep her away from that 12-year-old. Who's next here? John Hillerman is Ed Hartnett. His only appearance in the Love Boat. We know him. We all know him as Jonathan Quayle Higgins III on Magnum P.I. But wasn't he also Robin Masters?
Yes.
I thought he was. That was the whole thing.
I thought we've always operated under that assumption.
But I wonder why they don't credit him as being Robin Masters. They credit him as being Jonathan Quayle, which that's an awesome
maybe because it's a spoiler
name. Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
I thought he was great. He didn't really have a huge part. I mean, he kind of plays the same character, in this than he does.
Well, when you have
other guest stars.
30 speaking roles.
Oh, it's just
when you have 30 speaking roles, there's nowhere for anybody to really get a lot of run. So
they do rip up one piece of paper, and here's your slip. Here's your slip. It was a lot. I will say that it felt like a full 2-parter as far as taking notes. It wasn't like a lot of flash. Like I felt like there was meat on the bone as far as both parts.
Well, and then I bet you enjoyed those dance scenes.
Oh, it was some of the best. I was like, do it encore.
Yeah.
Come on, keep on dancing. Gunilla or Junila, I don't know how to pronounce it. Hutton as Nora Heyman. It's her only appearance on the boat. She appeared on 24 episodes of the show Petticoat Junction. I've never seen Petticoat Junction, but I know of it. Patsy Kelly as Mabel Higgins. Her only appearance on the boat. This was her last TV appearance. She worked in radio and started performing in movies in 1929. This was the fake mom. Patsy Kelly's the fake mom.
The alcohol.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
Clinking bottles. Boy.
Yeah.
Roz Kelly, no relation, as Lola Lashane. Her only appearance on the boat. She's better known as Carol Pinky Tuscadero, Fonzie's girlfriend on Happy.
Correction, sir. Her second appearance on the boat, she was the minister's stripper.
Damn it.
You may not remember because they didn't give her a name, but she was in that episode. That, of course, was the Thanksgiving episode, the Thanksgiving Miracle with Jimmy.
Oh,
yeah.
Larry Linville, interesting. I have some interesting notes here, as Lou Heyman. We'll see him again playing a character named Ty Younger in episode 15 and 19 in season 4. So I don't know, 2 different episodes, same character.
That's weird.
Here's where it gets interesting. So originally he signed a 5-year deal to play the role of Major Frank Burns on MASH. Contract was up in 1976. He was offered a renewal for 2 more seasons, but he said no. Why did he say no? He felt like he had taken the character of Frank Burns as far as he could go and chose to leave to pursue other roles. Other roles such as he played Grover Cleveland in an episode of Lois and Clark.
That's it. I mean, to be fair, he did take that as far as it could go, and they switched out and brought in what's his name,
DJ Honeycutt.
Well, no, Winchester. Replaced. Yeah,
oh, that's right.
No, I will say, much like Loretta Swit with her Russian accent, he went for it. He definitely went for it with this character, but I thought he was really good.
I thought he was fine.
Yeah,
I thought he was good.
Yeah, I've never seen him do anything else, so I thought it was pretty good.
Well, yeah,
but it was a little over the top.
Next on the longest guest list in the history of the show.
Shit. Jesus.
Dina, we're only at M's. Dina Merrill as Helen Ames. Only appearance on the boat, more than 100 film and television appearances from the 50s to the 2000s.
That's the cheerleader's mom, right?
Correct. Okay. That's Bill's
It's hard.
lady.
We got to do it. We got to do it this way. There's so many characters.
There's too many.
Do it this way.
Ginger Rogers as Stella Logan. Big star. Her only appearance on the Love Boat. Interesting. She is number 14 on the American Film Institute's list of female stars in classic American cinema. If you had to figure out who is number 1 for female and male, can you give me a couple names? Now, this is the classic American cinema. Think about that time period.
Roz Kelly.
No. Dina Merrill. No.
Clark Gable.
Humphrey Bogart.
And Betty Davis.
Katharine Hepburn.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Not crazy.
Natalie Schaefer as Mrs. Hartnett. Again, this is Higgins' wife. It's her only appearance in the Love Boat. Now, look, we all know that she was in 98 episodes of Gilligan's Island. It's weird to think it was only 98 episodes, but that's not all she was in. She was also in 13 episodes of the animated Gilligan's Planet. What's that? What's Gilligan's Planet? It's true. The castaways are now lost in space. They're all here.
Son of a bitch.
In this strange new world. Gilligan, the skipper, the millionaire, his wife, the movie star, the professor, and Marianne.
Oh.
Now joined by Gilligan's alien sidekick, Bumper, they begin a whole new life on a whole new world.
we're doing this. We're doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Find it. I'll find it.
Still trying to repair the now space-worthy SS Minnow and return home from their infinite 3-hour tour.
They took the boat?
Yeah.
The boat
Yeah. That's not cool. That's not cool.
The rocket ship was called the Minnow.
Yeah, but it was the ship. Yeah, they made it space-worthy. Well, because they had the help of his alien sidekick, Bumper.
Bumper.
So that's always
All
fun.
Right, we gotta find that. We're watching that. We're gonna.
Oh, that's just completely. That's right in there.
Did that get more than one season?
13 episodes. So
probably just one season. Probably not even a full.
Maybe. Imagine if it's like a 1-hour show. Stephen Shortridge as Mark Scott. We'll see him twice more in season 4 and season 6. Lots of work in commercials. And finally, William Wyndham, thank God for the W's, am I right? As Bill Kelly. We'll see him again in season 6. He had a recurring role in Murder, She Wrote. He appeared in about 45 episodes of Murder, She Wrote.
Damn.
So he's been around.
I didn't know there were regulars in Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah, it was some doctor or something that, it's another thing I was thinking as I was writing Murder, She Wrote. Boy, there's a lot of murders for a little tiny, sleepy little town, don't you think? Like, why didn't everybody move? Like, God, people are dying every Sunday. Like, what are we doing? Like, we gotta...
right after football and 60 Minutes, they were always dying.
They were dying. Really?
You're going to do your own laugh? You're going to do your own laughs now? Come on.
All right. I'll calm down.
This is the last episode of the Love Boat Project.
Everything's broken down. We'll stick to the boo button this week. Anything to go over before we jump on this boat?
One thing for me, because we've given them a lot of crap last season, 4 of the 5 storylines were written by Art Bear and Ben Jolson. Generally, when one person or one set of writers writes most of the show, it's very good. We'll get into whether this was or not, but these guys were the best thing of season 1 and one of the worst things of season 2. So I think it was good that at least they had some continuity throughout the show.
I agree. All right, let's get on this boat. I want to say Vicky is now officially part of the crew. She was introduced as the crew.
I was going to say, that's the big change since you joined. This is her first official... This is her first official episode, so...
The first one that she shows up in the credits.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I was wondering, too, where they were going to put her. I was like, are they going to put her at the end? At the end where Lauren Tews is? Like
also Vicky.
Yeah.
These credits are not... They don't give anybody really, except for Isaac. Nobody really gets much to do in their credit scene, but they didn't give Vicky anything to do. She's just standing there.
She has like a string tie on.
Like, give her like a big old lollipop or something.
Something.
Well, how did she even become part of the cast? Is she like a stowaway or something?
Wow. I'm glad. Let me catch you up.
I guess you didn't listen. I guess you didn't listen last week's episode.
If you listen to episode 59, in fact, there's an episode in season 2 we talk about. So that Stubing is Vicky's dad. Vicky's mom had a dad that was kind of be there with help me out here, but she knew Stubing was married to the sea.
Synopsis. So Stubing knocked up this woman in a torrid affair. She married somebody else. But there was always this assumption that he was the dad. He pretended that
has his eyes.
He denies it. She was living in Acapulco with the dead mom's sister. Vicky found the diary where it said that she was in fact Stubing's daughter. Yeah, and she ran away to the ship. So
and now he's living with her because it's a whole thing. So
the boat leaves from Acapulco.
I mean,
it goes through Acapulco at points. It leaves from Los Angeles, but yeah.
Got you.
It's weird that she was in the same stop as.
I mean, it was in Acapulco this. It was in Acapulco this week for the orphanage.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's weird. I think he's covering his bases.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We see a very frantic Julie making her way through a crowded lobby as passengers are boarding. We see a Mr. Heyman. He approaches Julie, tells her that they gave him the wrong cabin. Julie doesn't have time for this nonsense right now. Why? The Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are showing up. Everyone's in an uproar. You can feel the buzz in the room. Mrs. Heyman says that since she's his wife, she has the wrong cabin too. This is just setting the tone.
Yeah,
she didn't waste words on her puns. Like she gave them straight up. She gave them straight up.
In case you weren't sure that she was dumb.
Yeah. If there's
right
any
away.
doubt, they let you know. Julie says she can get their cabin issue fixed once they set sail, but she has to go welcome the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders to the ship.
No time. This poor people. No time to help you, customers. Sorry.
And Mrs. Heyman's like, oh, I'd like to meet them. And Mr. Heyman's like, have you forgotten? We have $500,000 in diamonds to find.
There you go.
Spoiler alert. They didn't seem to have a lot of diamonds. Those things must be worth a lot of money. A diamond must be very
diamond, right.
valuable.
It was like 25 of them.
Yeah, it was like, they got 6 diamonds. Oh,
It was more than
cool.
6. See, I thought they were destroyed when she plugged in the lamp. I thought they were shards of
oh
one
they
big diamond.
explode. Oh, that's funny. Oh, they liquefied. The damnedest thing. I don't know what happened. We see Doc and Isaac walking through the hall, both with big stacks of books. I can already tell that this is going to be some sort of weird comedic setup.
Yes.
They both decide to read more. They're blocking Gopher from walking past them. Gopher's in a hurry. They ask him why he's in a hurry. Says he wants to go see the cheerleaders. They immediately dump their stacks of books into Gopher's arms and leave to go meet the cheerleaders. And I'm thinking at this point, guys, like, they are pumping up these cheerleaders. Like, oh my God, they're the thing.
Everyone has mentioned them so far.
Not just that.
Were they that
like,
big back in 79? I don't remember.
I think they were.
They
There had
They had to have been.
There had just been a TV movie about them that
That
Julie
was in. Yeah.
was actually in. Right. The thing I don't understand is which entrance did Doc and Isaac take? Because there are banners everywhere talking about the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are going to be on this boat. Like, how did they miss that?
Luckily, they're those barriers you can just walk right through like you did in a high school football game. So they're not exactly the most nice butcher paper sign.
They were in the library.
The marketing is just...
Books.
What's that?
They were in the library. There was no signage in the library.
Boat study. They were just...
Yeah, no kidding. There's a red carpet in the lobby leading to a tearaway high school football style banner with terrible font. What is that? Arial 9 on that? That's awful. Boo. I'm not going to hit it. Welcome Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. And there's a band and there's people lined up. And then I was thinking, okay, if they're on the boat hold on. Here comes stupid Stubing. Hold on a second. Let me get the button ready. And of course, Stubing introduces them. Please welcome to the ship, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Now listen, come on. And we see this giant entrance, and it's like musical. Why don't they just walk on the boat? This isn't the charity performance.
But
They're always on.
it is the charity cruise, and I think you have to take it with a little difference because it is the charity cruise, and so you're giving these donors a show right at the beginning.
Yeah, but that Paul guy wasn't, right? Do we assume that everyone on this ship was on there for the charity
his boss was a big donor, and I think he was invited. Yes, I think everyone got tied back to being a donor one way or the other, except for the guy that was hitting.
Except for Nora and her husband.
Nora and...
Well, right.
Interesting.
They had a different kind of charity, although they ended up being the most charitable of everyone.
Yeah, who saw that coming? And they're marching on board. There's a banner on top of the stairs. Says something about a charity appearance for the Acapulco orphanage. Doc sort of takes it upon himself, watch this, and welcomes them on board. He's walking through the sea of cheerleaders. One of them asks if he's the captain. He says no. He's the ship's doctor. Cheerleader says her dad's a doctor and he's about Doc's age. So poor Doc.
I gotta say, when I listened to the previous episode that had an orphanage, and they had like a really fancy Spanish name that meant a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
Acapulco Orphanage is so uninspired. Like
just no marketing.
Aka Porphanage right there. Why did you not call it the Aka Porphanage?
Like, why don't you call it like House of parentless children in Espanol?
Yeah,
something.
Ako no parento.
Yeah, no parento. Located hero, Acapulco.
Yeah,
Doc tells them if there's anything he can do, please holler. And this is the cringiest thing in the whole episode. And the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders let out a raucous yeehaw.
Well, wait, when he approached the girls, she asked, was he the captain? Didn't she say he was the youngest captain she ever saw? But then when he wasn't the captain, he was the old doctor.
Old doctor, yeah.
It's like they went back and forth really fast.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they're like the same age.
I mean, you don't know what would happen if he would have said captain. She would have been like, "Oh, I love captains." You know, it would have been whole.
Yeah, it would have been a different show. Doc would have ruined. There would have been no more Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
That's it. We're the cheerleaders.
If he had said captain.
Oh yeah.
Well, watching these Love Boat episodes, I am realizing that back in the 70s, it was hard to gauge age. Or they just doing a bad job portraying these ages.
Well, they
I
play
don't know
games.
who's old or who's young or who's young or who's old.
It's a thing they do.
It is 100% both. It is both. It's hard to guess age, and they portray it weird.
They do it
usually
on purpose,
weirder
too.
with women.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, you never
no
know.
fault of women either. Like they
Like
make
the
them
guy
up to
Paul.
be
The guy Paul, who with the Renner family, right? I don't know if he's like really older than the cheerleader that he started dating, or are they the same age? Like it's like
it doesn't even
like it was like really weird trying to figure that
like it was
Well,
cool in the 70s to like be with like a much older man. Apparently, I don't know what it is.
Well, here's the interesting one. Mrs. Howell is 32 years younger or older than her husband in that. So like, it's just they go crazy with ages. Yeah. So
they're really strange with the age. I don't understand. And they've always been like that. But they'll make a man look younger and a woman look older in a heartbeat. Like they just
the hairstyles is probably just did it itself.
Like Captain Stubing is younger than Mike Taylor at the time of this recording.
At the time of wow.
Yeah, think about that. Look how young and virile our host looks compared to Meryl Stubing.
Right.
I hate this.
The sound effects is a nice addition.
Thank you.
We needed something to extend this 20-hour show.
we need another thing to talk about in the context. One of the cheerleaders says to the other, "Is that the guy chasing you all over Dallas?" They're referring to a passenger checking in, and she says some guys just can't take no for an answer. This guy walks over, and the one cheerleader, we don't know her name yet. She's hiding behind the others. He introduces himself as Mark Scott, tells them they all met in Dallas, asks if Stacy Sherman made the trip. They say no. Boy, and Mark must have woke up real early because he fooled these dummies. Don't forget to tie your shoe trick. And Stacy's right there. I was like, wow.
Busted.
That was the most awful joke or trick or whatever.
He could have pulled out like a laser pointer and it would have been like, like, come on, gals. They fall for it.
What is the story? What is the story with this guy? Like, because
you remember on Saturday Night Live, they had that character called the Mango. Right, and all these people are like, "Oh, I love you, the Mango. I love you, the Mango." And the Mango didn't want to love them until they were leaving. And then he was like, "No, don't leave, don't leave." It's just this weird, like, unrequited love. But
he
I don't know.
He was around enough that all the cheerleaders knew him.
Right.
Yes.
And at some point, he gives them a dance move.
And they all were
talk
like,
about that. Count to 100.
Well, and then they were like supporting. They were sort of his cheerleader to get with Stacey the whole time.
We didn't
But there
know.
was never a conversation betwing the cheerleaders. Go, hey, Mark's actually a good guy. So I don't know what
They know
changed
it's good.
it.
Right. So like Mark is like, Mark is in. He is very much ingrained in the Cowboys cheerleaders fabric of society.
He's leading their dance practice. Like what?
Yeah.
Wild. I was a little taken by. I was just like, then why? Women, right? Can't live with them. Can't live with them. Am I right? Mark's on the cruise. Stacy walks him away from the other cheerleaders and tells him that there is nothing between them and there never will be. You know what, Mike? And to your point, that should okay, Stacy. I respect that. She ignores her and says to meet him for drinks later. So at what point does this become a dangerous stalker situation? And then like,
I mean, to me,
it's just Mark,
right? Yeah,
cruise ship for her work event.
Right.
Cruise.
The only thing that gives me thought that it might not be dangerous is that all her friends and coworkers are like, "Hey,
and Mark, go to Mark, yeah." What?
Not like, "Hey, it's a murder."
Yeah. No one's seen Stacy for days. Was she with Mark? You know? So I shadiness. Helen Ames and her fiance Bill Kelly are on board. They're here to meet her daughter Wendy, one of the cheerleaders. Fake name, as we've learned earlier.
Yeah,
the name's not Wendy.
No, it's not.
How come they didn't get a portal? If you were at a speaking role as much as a Wendy or a Stacy, they didn't get a credit at all. Like they're not listed at all.
Well, they got it within the
right, and then on the IMDb they have a credit. So I didn't stick around for the end credits. Maybe they got broken out there. So
I'm sure they had a whole.
I was bushed at that point.
I was tired. I was tired. These were long episodes.
2 hours.
After 90 some minutes of this, I was like, "Oh, right, we're done."
Yeah. Well, and the way we're going, this is gonna be another 12 hours.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to skip a few things here. So, King of the Hill. No, I'm kidding. So Helen asks Wendy to give him a chance. Wendy greets Bill with a hug, a promise to get to know him better, and a kiss on the cheek. I thought it was a lot, but that's just me.
At this point, I was thinking that this show is about to go in a direction. I was saying, wow, they're bold for this one.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna see where this going.
I'm telling you, Helen sets him up. And Bill Kelly knocks him down. That's what's going on.
You and the mom had the same thought.
and his charm was only on low.
Yeah. And boy, could he disco dance, huh? I guess that's what you call that. That was some of the worst dancing I've ever seen in my life, by the way.
Oh, yeah, he could boogie with the best of them. Yeah.
I guess you call that. Stubing Higgins and Mrs. Howell walk into the lobby together. Higgins is going on about his printing business, and they're here to meet Paul Turner and his family. Paul Turner is an employee of Mr. Higgins. Enter Paul Turner, who couldn't look more nervous, or could he? Asked if his family's arrived yet. Julie said they have. And now, for some reason, Paul seems even more nervous. He's very nervous. Asked Gopher and Julie to point out who his family is. They point out the 3 people standing maybe 8 feet away from Paul Turner.
So did you not need ID to get on the cruise ship?
You know, it's something we've brought up before. It's
If these people
it's
are
a free for
like
all.
they're somebody that they're not. How do they?
That is an excellent point.
Well, you know what it is. They took it down this week because of that stupid paper thing that the cowgirls ran through.
I wonder if a charity cruise has different standards.
You can bring weapons on a charity cruise. Yeah, they go #international waters. Whatever goes. I didn't see anything.
To be fair, that Charlie episode, everybody had a fucking gun on that boat last week.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, no kidding. Everybody, it was like they had big guns. They're not just those little 38 specials.
To be fair, they that was a cruise from LA to the
Caribbean
moon last week. So.
That's true.
Like Gilligan's spaceship.
Yeah, it was a bit of a dream sequence. It didn't make Paul's wife is doing her best Ginger from Gilligan's Island impression towards Paul and makes him even more nervous. He says to pretend that they know each other. He hugs his new mom and son. His new mom offers him a beer. Clank, clank. You can hear the bottles. That was great. He says no. Tells his new son he's supposed to be 12. His son responds in a deep voice, I can play 12. Boo. Paul said he lied in his application. Said he's a family man. Higgins invited him on this cruise, and he had to bring a fake family. Okay. We'll see what. I'm sure no shenanigans. Wrap up that story. We're good to go.
I'd love to see an episode of a TV show where somebody hires a fake family and just goes off without a hitch and there's no problems.
I used to joke with friends that when I would start a new job, I'm like, I should go with a fake accent and just see, just ride it out. Just see how long you can go. Because I mean, I didn't do it.
Can we get a sample of what it would have been?
It would have been one of 6 English dialects. It would have been. Anyway, yeah. Gophers checking in passengers as Vicky, new crew member Vicky gives directions to the assigned cabin. Very helpful. Says she wants to be the first 12-year-old girl captain. Stubing asked if Mrs. Logan has boarded the ship, and Gopher assures him that if his favorite actress boarded the ship, he would notice. How is that Gopher's favorite actress? I love Stella Logan. Really? Come on. Nobody's favorite actress is... Come on. That's just ridiculous. Stella Logan. I don't think you're being sincere.
It proves that he's not his favorite actress because he didn't know what side her mole was on.
That's true.
Beauty
enter Stella Logan. Stubing greets her and introduces himself. Of course he does. She's the chairperson of the charity cruise. But she can't perform. She's far too rusty. And old Stubing asked her to please reconsider. Let me just say this again. Stubing's been doing this. He has this newfound love of the arts. He loves the ballet. He loves it's gotten a bit ridiculous. Enter Elliot Norman, who is a critic.
Cool.
Elliot Norman, critic, can kill a career with a single word. Really? Wait, what word could he use to kill a career?
Terrible.
Uninspired.
Meh.
That's a good one too. Stella tells him that he's been on board for 30 seconds and he's already insulted the captain. Wow. And he starts to criticize her last movie, but it turns out they were previously engaged. Interesting. Boat horn, ticker tape. We are out of here. Mr. and Mrs. Lehman are in the cabin. They need to get back into the cabin they stayed in last time to get the diamonds that they stashed in a lamp. And then I was like, well, how do you really stash something in a lamp? I don't...
Well, it worked.
I mean, it did, but...
So I have a question for the cruise expert. Are there customs checks when you get back?
Yes.
Would
you have to declare stuff like that?
So that would be legit that they would have had to ditch.
Yes, they would. It's
okay.
Because we stop on a lot of islands. Usually, cruise ships stop at different islands and stuff like that. So, because they don't send you through that customs type thing when you get back on the boat when you dock. If we're docking San Juan, Puerto Rico, or Bahamas or something, you just come back on. You go through a metal detector, and that's the only thing. It's not like they doing super bag checks and all of the customs stuff.
Well, I'm wondering how would they have gotten the diamonds off in the United States?
Well, here's the thing. I think this is brilliant because you got to think a charity cruise is going to have the least security getting off.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually pretty smart thinking by them. Now, whether they thought that far ahead when they stashed them, but because couldn't you just throw them in the ocean? Throw the lamp in the ocean and go get it.
To find though, yeah, piece of cake.
Yeah, let's put a string on it.
Piece of cake. To me, look, it's easy. If you, how are you going to get these things past customs? In 1979, I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna eat those diamonds.
Oh wow!
No, I'm not gonna eat them. I'd keister those suckers for that much money back then. Come on. They don't know
500K
about
in
such
79.
Yeah, they don't know about such bold moves in 79. Come on.
Would they have checked the lamp?
They would have still the lamp. The lamp was part of the cruise ship.
Oh, saying if you took the lamp, would they have looked? Yeah,
Right. I don't know.
just as a cover. I don't know.
But
Hide 'em
they
in
would
plain
have checked the
sight.
lamp because the lamp belongs to the boat. So you stole the lamp
couldn't
off the
have.
boat.
So you couldn't good point. Yeah.
Well, unless they bought it. Because remember, it was for like a fundraiser for the orphans. Because that's what they really need.
That's
a
what this
lamp.
one was.
That's
know?
what this one
first
was for, not the other one. Right.
That's
What
the
they should have what they should have did was bought something at the gift shop.
Right. And
Swap
then
it out. Yep.
he got spooked and then
Yeah, he
said,
did. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Mrs. Lehman said they should have brought them off the ship, but they were afraid customs would catch them. Right to your point.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Lehman says that the heat is off. Mrs. Lehman says, just like our marriage.
That's the sound effect you need right there.
Yeah,
Damn.
seriously, that's what we need.
Yeah. That's funny. He says once the diamond deal is done, they can both go their separate ways. And she's not okay with this. And we hear a knock on the door. It's Julie. Mr. Lehman says that they wanted the same cabin, coral deck room 101.
Alive.
After some renovations, that's now Gopher's room. And I'm like, this is going to be great. Because I can already see what's happening. We're going to go crew member to crew member to crew member. I'm super down with this.
Why are they taking away passenger rooms to make bigger crew quarters?
I don't.
Well, who's going to be on the boat longer?
Yeah, but these are like these people are paying $39 at least.
Have you seen these rooms? They're very small.
They have cardboard beds. They're not safe. Yeah, I don't know why you would. I don't know.
Well, to be fair, we're pretty sure Gopher's living in his room at this point. So
yeah, he's never.
Gopher's
leaving the
homeless.
ship. Yeah.
So.
Julie explains that Gopher. Oh, Mrs. Lehman is dumb as a box of rocks and asks how they train an animal to do that. Julie explains that Gopher's his nickname. And Mrs. Lehman seems very disappointed with Julie's answer. Mr. Lehman makes fun of his wife for asking if Gopher was an animal. She says he's not an animal. That's just a nickname. I was like, oh boy, they're painting wet paint with
They
that
got they got 2 hours to fill. They got plenty of time to explain these jokes. So
that was a third attempt of stupidity. That episode.
Oh yeah.
And
She
skipped the me too one.
In case you forgot, she's
Me
just
too like diamonds.
Yeah.
We see Paul Turner tipping the bellman, the luggage person, while his 12-year-old son looks like he's easily 17. His fake mom has a bag full of clanking beer bottles. And his wife looks like she's auditioning for the music video for Whitesnake's Here I Go Again. What a scene.
I mean, honestly, that they couldn't have done better with those three. They were good. They were great. That could have been really bad. And those three were great. They really were. So
the new mom breaks the beer bottles in the bag, and now she's upset about a wasted six-pack. Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Yeah.
New fake mom.
I felt her pain.
Paul's out of there, leaves the cabin and bumps into a cowboy cheerleader as he enters the hallway. And they just keep saying sorry, like they're Canadian. Sorry. And then they like part ways with friendly waves back and forth. And Paul he's just stunned that this happened. Yes, sir.
I was going to say, so she's got cowboy colors on, but do you think he put it together that she was a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader?
Those big giant white boots on.
I mean, yes, but he doesn't. He's very nervous. I don't know if he.
He doesn't notice that. I think if he knew she was, he would have made him more nervous. Like
exactly.
Yeah.
So
good for him.
He was operating as if he didn't even know the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders were on the boat.
Exactly. He's just focused on not getting fired.
Job. Yeah,
for lying on his resume.
He's trying to get a fresh sixer for his fake mom. That's what he's doing.
Oh, that bag
was for his son.
He was hired to be like second in charge, wasn't he? You got a
He's a
big
VP.
part
He had a
Yeah.
VP job, yeah. You think that company would have done a little bit of checking behind the
Maybe
scenes,
something.
so-
Does he have a
You're
family?
married,
I'm
that's all that
sure he
matters.
does. Yeah, I'm sure.
yeah,
The
who
names
would lie
don't
about
match.
that, sir? So-
Big cheerleader rehearsal. Some of them are even rehearsing on the pool ledge, which made me very nervous too. But that's wet pool tile is probably not the best place to be doing your high kicks in boots.
Definitely that.
Stella and Stubing watch the rehearsal, and she says how good they are. Let me get the boo button ready for this one. And Stubing says, if we could harness all of that energy, then we wouldn't have a fuel shortage.
Man, take that, Jimmy Carter.
Yuck. Turns out all I really need is a boo button. The rehearsal keeps going. Helen and Bill are watching, and this is where I thought it got a little weird.
Yes, it did.
Bill is studying every nook and cranny on these cheerleaders' bodies. Like, he is looking so intently.
Yeah, he is like on a lounge chair. Thank God we could see his hands.
With some scotch. Like, Helen asked Bill if he'd like to go back to the cabin with her. Wink, wink. I might be girl dumb, but I know what that means. Wink, wink. He's like, no, I'll stay and keep an eye on Wendy. Yeah, he will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
two
he will.
eyes. The creep. Yeah,
Jesus.
The dancing
Creepy.
too a little bit, but that was the worst part. That
Yes.
was I was a little worried there. So.
Like, they laid on the creepy. It was just like, oh, Bill.
Yeah.
Jeez. No, I'm good. I'll just sit here.
Yeah.
This is second person in the episode that they lean in the creepy with. The guy stalking Stacy, and
Yep.
now Bill is stalking the other one.
Yeah, and I mean they pulled him out of it, but still, it's like this is not a good
They left us
start.
on the edge for a while. They left us on the
Yeah.
edge.
It's just, So he's going to stay and watch her and be creepy by himself. More rehearsal. Rehearsal ends, and the ship, just erupts in applause. All the local fish in the water must have been just stunned at this thunderclap of applause that they
Were probably
struck
more
with.
stunned when the boat ran into a barrier reef because the captain's downstairs watching cheerleading practice.
Not even
So-
watching.
That's just
Ugh, nothing. I left my binoculars in my cabin. Let me just say right now, Stubing did nothing captain like this week.
He did some Taptin
He
though.
did some Taptin.
Captain,
Whoa.
he was good one, Robertson. Good.
forgot
Yeah,
about
you
that
better
for a
fucking
second.
steer that one.
Yeah, that's a
Good one.
that's a good one. That was good. Taptin Stubing.
Stubing, write it down. That's the title. Just write it
Stubing.
down.
Elliot Norman joins Stella Logan again. Elliot Norman's the critic. He joins them as they clap for the rehearsal, and immediately Stubing and Stella are out of there because nobody wants to hang out with Elliot and his blonde/invisible mustache. They're out. We see 6 of the cheerleaders talking after rehearsal. They're saying how nice it is to be on the cruise, and one of the smarter cheerleaders says, "Too bad the Cowboys can't play football on a ship." One of them says that she hasn't seen Mark around and maybe he got the hint. I'm sorry, did somebody say Mark? 'Cause here he is, holding up his drink in the direction of the cheerleaders from the bar. Hey, somebody say Mark. I'm right here. Mark rules. Taptin Stubing. Golly, I'm going to be giggling about that all night. That's so funny. One of the cheerleaders tells Stacy that Mark is cute. She should give him a chance. And Stacy was like, no, he doesn't appeal to me and there's no chemistry. Which at this point, again, this was a non-story story. You know what I mean? When we know where it goes, I'm just like, well, okay, Stacy, move on then. But anyway, plus her life is too busy to get involved with a man, especially Mark. I'm a cheerleader, damn it.
Poor Mark.
Then she asked the other cheerleaders to get him out of her life. She asked them to get him out of her life by keeping Mark busy for the next 3 days. What an awful punishment Mark's going to have to face to hang out with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders on a cruise
Sorry,
ship for 3
I
days.
can't get this one cheerleader because I'm distracted by 11 other
I got
cheerleaders.
11 others. That's great.
He wanted no parts of them, though.
No, it's just so before Stacy can get an answer, here comes Mark with a drink for Stacy. The cheerleaders swarm Mark and push him in the pool with his drink, I might add, Mike. And I know that you are not a proponent of
glassware in the pool. Exactly. It's not safe for anybody.
Like, Mark, you're not going to get invited back to this cruise ship.
Well,
if you're going to willy-nilly jump with glass.
We're going to need to land on a depth of that pool because Isaac almost broke his neck on that thing before. Like, that is not deep enough to break your fall. Like,
it looked like a pond.
Yeah,
I bet you it's like 3.5 feet,
no,
like some
like
kind of
baby pool. It's like,
well, how deep is a hot tub? Because we saw somebody, Matt, almost drowned in the hot tub.
True.
So
the hot tub is not that
Matt
deep.
Robinson.
I feel like the hot tub might be deeper, considering the injuries that almost happened in the pool. So
yeah, that's true. But at least the hot tub is like kind of slidey and curved. You might be okay.
It could happen.
This guy's flat backing in the back of a 3-foot pool. So.
He's displacing a lot of water with his entry style and with the glass, by the way.
Yeah.
We go to our first break, and I just want to say this is 20 minutes and 34 seconds before the first commercial break.
For
us or them.
The first part.
Yeah.
For them.
I will say, and this is sometimes how the two-parters go, but I will say there was a lot of setup necessary to get to the second part.
Yeah.
So I'll give him a little bit of a pass, but it was a lot of setup. So.
It was. Here's an interesting one. We're back, and Elliot Norman is entering the bridge without an escort. I took umbrage to this because I was like, wait, no. You can't
apologize.
Yeah, but that's not seeking Stubing. If he didn't need Stubing's advice, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you need my advice? Hold on, let me eat my jelly donut. It's ridiculous. Of course, his advice is it about sea captaining? No, it's about a musical he wrote that he thinks is good because Stubing screams, "I'm a musical captain." So he wrote a script, a play. He wants leading. He wants the. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that
was. He wrote a musical, thinks it's good. He needs a leading lady, Stella Logan, but she doesn't know it exists, and she won't read it if she knows that he wrote the musical. Wants Stubing to get her to read it because she respects Stubing. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hit a boo. It won't let me hit the boo button again that quick. But what? Okay. And again, please keep in mind for these two-parters, I will be sort of cutting corners on some of these details, or we will be here for another 7.5 hours. It's dinner time. Mr. and Mrs. Heyman are dining, trying to figure out a way to meet Gopher. They have now identified Gopher. Mrs. Heyman asks his wife, "Can you handle him?" Ew.
Yeah. They're criminals, man. Come on.
That's true. Paul Turner's having
in their relationship.
Exactly.
They're keeping it real. Paul Turner's having dinner with his fake son, his fake wife, his fake mom, Higgins, his real boss, and Mrs. Howell is his real boss, his real wife. Whew. We have to assume. We don't know that to be true. I don't know. Higgins wants to get to know Paul. What's that?
The boss could be faking also.
What? Imagine that if the boss was fake too, that'd be great.
I'm pretty sure he is going to end up with Roz Kelly at the end because she's all over him at the end of that.
Roz Kelly's going to have 10 husbands before this thing's over. Jeez. Higgins wants to get to know Paul's family better. And then immediately the horned up wife is all over Higgins. And then the son flings food, which we find out later is butter.
Butter.
Hits
not
Julie
since Barry Keys. Not since poor Julie, man. She was wearing an egg costume like 2 weeks ago. Now she's getting butter in the face.
And then just remind her of her deepest pain too, which is coming up here in a minute. Yeah. Like just the worst.
Yeah, poor Julie.
Paul suggests they have dessert to hurry it up, but Higgins says they haven't even had their soup yet. And if we know anything, this boat
soup
takes
here
soup
is
seriously.
Terrible.
Yeah. Radar Riley ate brown liquid. No chunks in that soup. So be prepared to be disappointed with the soup on the boat. Cheerleader Stacy arrives for dinner. She's going to wait for the other cheerleaders to go to her table. Julie tells her to watch out for flying butter. Here comes Mark again. Beetlejuice. tells her that he reserved a romantic table for two. I'll tell you this about Mark. Mark is just not taking no. He is.
He's not taking any answer.
Nothing.
He's not taking yes, no.
He probably, he just whatever. Mark has just got plans. She tells him that she has to eat with the other girls. He said he talked to the director, Suzanne, and it's okay. Wow. And I'm like, every angle with this guy. This guy, Mark, is just, I want this guy to be like a project manager where I work. He's great. Here comes all the cheerleaders, and they escort him to dinner.
They should have thrown him into the salad bar.
Oh. Or the, they have jellied eel this week in the English. Last week they had like an English pub night. And English pub food is just not cruise food, fried tomatoes, just blood. So just anyway. So I don't know what they were eating this week. All I saw were desserts. Doc walks up and asks Stacy to have dinner at the romantic table for two. Boom. They have dinner. Look at Doc. Helen, Bill, and Wendy are having dinner. Bill says how impressed he is at how hard the cheerleaders work.
All right, Bill. All right, Bill. Calm down, buddy.
Keep it in your pants, Bill. All right. Good Lord.
At this point, I still don't know
Yeah.
what his dynamic is yet.
No.
Yeah.
They're laying it on. They're keeping you in the dark for a while.
And there's still one more scene too, I think, before you finally figure it out. But
Yeah. Helen wants Wendy to eat more and offers her some fettuccine. I'm going to say fettuccine a lot in the next 2 minutes. Wendy says there isn't room for her uniform for fettuccine.
I thought that was pretty funny. I thought that was pretty funny, actually.
Bill tells Helen to back off with the flat pasta. Oh, Bill, White Knightin'. He's the White Knight. Tells Helen she should eat because she's not in training. And for the last time of this episode, Helen takes a giant forkful of fettuccine.
To be fair, Bill, isn't Helen getting married? I don't think she wants to hear about fettuccine that much either.
No kidding. Like, what do you... Hey, Helen, if you want to fit in that dress, maybe put the headed fettuccine down. What are we doing here?
Oh, Lord.
Come on, Bill.
I was like, that's not something you say to your fiance.
No,
this entire conversation should have been stopped if you're Bill. Like, just stop.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
eat all you want, fatty. You're not in training like your athletic daughter whose body's perfect. What? Nothing.
Who I watched for 20 minutes earlier.
I sketched
And we'll
the whole
continue
thing.
to watch.
Oh, Bill the perv.
I love charity.
Yee. It's a peep show for Bill is all this is. Just
Bill. Yeah, he donated 5 cents at a time.
he donated the backwash from his scotch drink. Here you go. I'm done with this. I'm Bill. I suck. We're at the captain's table with Elliot and Stella Logan, and Stubing is just twinkles in his eyes and hearing behind the scenes actor talk. This guy.
That guy
Stubing.
loves drama. He loves
drama.
He loves it.
I bet his lifelong, he would love to Stubing wanted to host like inside the actor studio.
Oh, see, I think he wanted to host like a gossip show.
I could see that too, like a British style. With a big panel.
Just like, I heard.
Let's dish. It's time to get out of dish.
And I would watch it. I would watch that show.
Let's dish. Well, we were talking about doing a Stubing podcast, right? So maybe that's what we do. Just gossip about people from 1979.
You're here with Taptin Stubing, and we're here to dish.
Don't ruin Taptin.
Don't ruin
Taptin Stubing.
It's great. We're in the Acapulco Lounge, and we see Doc and Stacy dancing. Mark's on the side, omnipresent Mark, watching Stacy dance. Helen and Bill at her table. Helen is marveling at how young people dance. Bill says, disco's not that hard. Watch me. But first he asks her if she wants to try it. She declines. Bill says he'd rather waltz with her than boogie with anyone else.
Unless
there are no waltzes and there's disco playing and your daughter's here. Okay.
Yeah, unless your daughter shows up. So we had talked about this earlier in the season, Mike. Disco, this is still disco, but it's less intense disco
than
maybe last season. So I think we're on the way out with disco.
It's wild. Yeah, they just look.
Well, yeah, it's 79. It's
Yeah.
79, yeah, disco's almost out.
If this was early season 79, that would have been balls to the wall. Disco.
77. It would have been.
This is
last
more
year,
on the way out. Last dying days of disco.
So. We had the big disco episode last year.
Yeah,
with Joey. The whole thing. So
another 2-parter. Yeah,
yeah. I think I did that 2-parter too.
You get all the 2-parters. Thank God we go odd even. Jesus. So I get the next. I got the next one. I have the next.
This one, honestly, behind the scenes here, this one wasn't bad.
No. Our next one is also our Christmas episode, so it's only be a lot going on.
Special guests in that one.
Yes, we do have special guests coming for that one. Yep.
We love the holidays. Here comes Wendy. Bill gets up and asks her to dance. Okay. Mark tries to cut in with Doc and Stacy, but he's denied by another cheerleader. Bill and Wendy are discoing together, and his lady looks a little jealous, if you ask me, or a little left out. Isaac walks up, and Helen tips Isaac and asks him to ask the band to play a waltz. Big line. This is the most Isaac talked the entire episode, really. Isaac returns the money and says, "It's on me. I'm a Strauss freak," and gives her a finger gun. Which had me thinking, I'm thinking about transitioning to the double finger gun because I never know how to end a meeting at work. So just,
I mean, honestly, you should use it for the podcast because you never know how to end this podcast either.
Bazinga.
Well,
Bazinga.
Finger guns coming at the end of this one. Just know that.
News audio listeners.
Great news, kids. We figured out an ending. Where are we? Paul Turner is in a booth with his fake family. His fake wife's making eyes at everybody with a pulse. His not 12-year-old fake son is shooting spitballs and popping balloons behind Gopher. Gopher always looks like he's surprised. I mean, to be fair,
somebody was popping a balloon behind you. Yeah, so.
But then I was
what type of velocity does he have to spit that?
I don't know if you could do that with a spitball.
Across the room.
He's an actor. He's an actor.
We used to use pieces of ice. You crunch up pieces of ice to do that with balloons, and that worked a little better. But I don't know how he would be unconscious if he the amount of air it would take for him to pop a balloon
not just that.
with a wet piece of paper.
It's not just that. What if he missed? He would have taken somebody down. If he hit somebody in the neck
Gopher
or something.
Again. Well, he's susceptible because he got hit in the head with a palm tree before.
Once you get concussed once,
it's not good. He's the.
It's not like chicken pox.
Tua Taglia.
Football episode.
Lord. Football. It's back. Paul tells his son to knock it off. His fake son, his fake mom wants another drink. Fake wife is now showing shoulder to Gopher across the room. Fake wife pretty much assaults Gopher until he can get away. Paul's had it. I'm going to the bar to get a drink. When he gets to the bar, he sees the cheerleader he ran into in the hallway, and he's smitten all over again. And all he can say is, "Oh, wow." Because Paul is smooth. So smooth.
Nothing about Paul is smooth.
But Isaac thinks he's talking about the name of a drink and is very confused, and Paul says to make that a double. What kind of bartender's going to think that, "Oh, wow," is a drink? Boo. Come on, Isaac.
No.
Come on. We see Mr. and Mrs. Heyman. They've spotted Gopher. The missus walks up to Gopher with all of her womanly charms ready. She says hi. She starts flirting, tells him he's very attractive. Gopher's so easy, man. Just some, if
an attractive woman came up to you at work,
I'd remember when I'd run.
Not you, but a normal person.
Yeah.
A single cruise ship guy.
Right, exactly. You'd be that way too.
You just hear splash. I'd be out of there. Ma'am, I really don't think I can talk to you about this. It's just too much. But she takes Gopher and leaves with him. Oh boy. Now it looks like Bill and Wendy are tired of disco dancing. Yeah, Bill, I don't know how many disco dances Bill has in him. But he says that Wendy brings out the teenager in him. which is sort of a weird thing to say to your
Yes.
future
Yes,
wife
They're
daughter.
still leaning
Yeah.
into this.
Yeah.
Because that
It
could mean
is.
a few different things, right? I mean,
It doesn't eliminate things that it could mean. Yes.
Yes,
So it's,
yes,
yeah, I was like,
there's a
oh, I
way
don't
to
like
say that. It's like you give me, I love dance with you. I feel like a kid again. Like that you can say that.
Mhm.
You don't say,
It's weird, man.
brings boyhood feelings
Yeah.
out of me or whatever.
I used to have fun like this with your mother. Just awful. It might as
God.
well. A quick question, Mike. What was the date range on William Wyndham's teenage years? By the way, I don't have an exact number.
The
but-
roaring 30s.
yeah, no kidding. You make me feel like a teenager
Yeah, we're in the
63 years ago.
Yeah, you make me
Good
feel like a
Lord.
teenager when the New Deal was striking
No
up.
kidding. Cave drawings. Just wow. Bill offers everyone a drink. Helen says she'll have a Geritol fizz. Made me laugh a little bit. Wendy says Bill is perfect. And Helen begins listing things that she doesn't like about Bill. Okay, things are getting weird now. And I also said with the drinking thing, she's no Ann Noyce. I'll tell you what, there is zero chance Helen is drinking 5 martinis in an hour.
No.
If she's having a Geritol fizz.
So it was interesting because in this part, she mentions the potential that Bill might snore. And I thought that was odd because you would know if your fiance snored. But then later on,
point.
Bill knocks on her cabin. So
I don't
even
get
though
that.
they are older folks, I think they were not staying together
the
since they
same
were not
cabin.
married. Yeah.
That is not realistic at all. To me,
Very
that is
traditional.
not. They show up together, then they're going to split, go into different rooms, and
Yeah,
they're
I agree.
engaged. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I agree. But
but they're
it's a
not
different
getting
time.
married.
It's a different time. Yeah.
Was that what
I figured once you got
and,
got past like 55, you don't have to acknowledge that even in the eyes of the Lord. So
have you ever been on a
Right.
vacation with your significant other where you got separate hotel rooms? Like,
I have
Same
not
place?
just
No,
that.
no.
No. And
or
I've
were
never
you
even
engaged. You can make it like even more specific.
I don't think I even had the situation where we would have stayed at families where they were that Puritan that it wasn't
Mhm.
like it'd be weird
I
if I
was
was
gonna say
living
the
with
same
the person at home but had to stay in a different place there, right?
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
have done it to respect the family, but it's a different time, I think.
No, it's a different time.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we're in between times in the late 70s.
But they're old.
Yeah.
But they're old.
Does Bill count as an old technically in this?
I think so.
Yes,
Okay.
I think
Helen
so
too?
too. But
Okay.
yeah,
I think so.
We had
Yeah.
we had a thing, Ameen, going on where we had like we called it the season of the olds because the
It
first
still is.
the first few episodes, it was like the older
All
people were
old.
killing it, just strong performance after strong performance. So just wanted to make sure we were
It
defining
is still the
these as
season
olds.
of the olds. I think Bill and Helen are olds. I don't know that that's going to matter.
but are they still old or no?
No, they're not.
No,
still
no,
old.
not
But
Bill.
there's no ceiling. There's only a floor.
That's right. That's right. Still Logan signing autographs for Julie and Vicky. Vicky and Julie leave. A piece of paper and pen are laid on a table. It's Elliot the critic, and he tells her that it's his bar bill, which just kind of made me laugh a little bit.
So Vicky is 12
Right.
and Stella is 70, which is the equivalent of a 12-year-old now being into somebody who was a big star in like 1967. So
Like, I'm a big Nancy Sinatra fan.
so it's just
Well,
seconds
she's
blonde.
got all of her movies.
That is
Well, you must
garbage.
have Watched
Any other-
once a week ago. Like,
Where?
I-
It's the cable doesn't exist. There's no VHS. Like, where do you see these movies? Like,
I'm a big young Eartha Kitt fan.
yeah.
Can we get more of that? Yeah, it's
Vicky had the first YouTube that you could watch all these old movies.
that's right. That's right. That's a great point. Where the hell would she see? Well, you know what?
Acapulco.
Maybe if Stubing raised her, she would have seen them because I'm sure
But he
he's
didn't.
watching them.
He's
all,
had
but
her
he
for a week.
didn't. Right. Well, how would you even watch it? If you didn't see it in the movie, there was no way to watch anything.
Unless there was like a 500 films of Stella Logan.
Or maybe she
feature.
was watching CBS on a Saturday night
That's true.
and they had her movie on.
I've seen all your active violence movies.
2 hours. 2 hours. A 2
Yeah.
hour movie too.
Elliot asked if she has any feelings for him, and she said yes. Deep-seated hatred.
Boom.
Bam. Roasted. Tells her that his therapist analyst says that he is still hopelessly in love with her. He says, "Is it so unbelievable?" Then he goes to explain about, like, if you love me, blah, blah, blah. He goes, "Well, no, I wouldn't bet on my friend's horse." The wordsmith, Elliot here, trying to explain himself. Stella gets offended, gets up and leaves, and we go to our second commercial break. All right. Back from the break, Mrs. Heyman and Gopher walking down the hallway. She can't wait to see his cabin. They get in the cabin. She spots the lamp. They start smooching, and she tells him to go freshen up, which he does immediately, too, which I thought was funny. Okay, sounds good. I'll go wash my... Gopher's in the bathroom. She begins to shake the lamp. It's not the right lamp. Gopher says there's only 2 of them, and that Isaac has the other one. And she is out of there immediately. She is not wasting a second hanging out.
I give them credit. They had no time for clean exits. They were just like eyes on the prize.
Gotta go. Yep. Yeah, there's no time. There's no time. We've arrived at Puerto Vallarta. Wendy's writing a note in the lobby when Bill walks up. She's writing Suzanne Mitchell a note, the coach of the cheerleaders, so she'll know where she's going away from the ship. I can't imagine they would let her go by herself off a ship.
Not at all.
If they had a curfew and they all had to eat together and all this other nonsense.
Well, she's got Bill. Plus, they didn't think it was going to take that long. But yeah, I agree.
But she's one of the leaders.
Yeah. Bill was like, smell this rag somewhere in Puerto Vallarta. They're off to town because Wendy's buying wedding rings for her mother and Bill.
Right. So this ends the creepy potential. Yeah. So maybe they knew. Maybe they knew it was going a little too far.
Creepy as hell, man. Wendy wants to make sure that her mom will sleep late, and Bill's like, "Yeah, after last night, she'll be asleep till noon, but I want to go." Bill's like, "Yeah, I drugged her.
Yeah,
so
I roofed
wouldn't
her
be
so we
interrupted."
could hang out.
Jesus, Bill. More poolside rehearsing or working out or both, and Mark's doing it with them. Isaac, Gopher, Doc are all staring. Julie says they're acting like they've never seen a woman before, and Doc said they aren't just women; they're works of art. Nice. Doc then fools Julie by acting like he saw Roger Staubach, and Julie almost fainted.
Oh, Roger Staubach is old enough to definitely be Julie's type.
Oh,
that totally makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's right in her wheelhouse.
Yeah, washed up quarterback. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Was he washed up in that 79?
I think by that point he is. Yeah.
Well, they went. I looked it up. So in 79 this year, they went 12-2, and they lost in the first round of the playoffs. So they had a good team, but they, they cowboyed it up.
Curse of the boat.
Playoffs. Yeah,
curse of the boat. Also, this is football season. I assume the Cowboys are. I should have looked it up. The Cowboys are on the road this week. I assume that's why they don't need cheerleaders.
Oh, that's true. That's funny.
About that.
Mr. and Mrs. Heyman are watching. They explain who Isaac is. And he tells her to let him worry about getting into the cabin. Okay.
They do a very nice job of not saying the black guy.
Yeah. Yeah. The gentleman with the
They explain who Doc is. They don't explain who Isaac is.
He has a slightly different texture in his hair. That's all we're going to say. That's great, guys. What are we doing? Isaac. Funny thing, I did see a reunion. I saw a clip on YouTube. I accidentally found it. And it was Oprah asking Gavin McLeod, would you want to do more episodes? And it's the whole cast. And he's like, "Oh, it would be great. There'd be more. I think we left more on the table."
No, they didn't.
And they asked Isaac, and he was like, he goes, "Yeah, no, I'm good." He's like, "I'm good. I moved on to other things. No Isaac mustache." He was like, He was like, "Get out of here, Gavin McLeod."
Oh, God.
Paul Turner and his fake family are sitting next to each other. The fake wife asks what he's reading. Paul sees the cheerleader from behind, or from before, sitting by the pool. He approaches her. tells her all about himself and says he's madly in love with her.
Creep.
This is why these cheerleaders need security. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yes.
This
Creep
might
levels are
be,
high.
and this is the 60th episode of the show we watched. This might be the most jump to love marriage spoiler that they've ever had. Like, they have
They haven't even spoken
45
sentences.
seconds of conversation.
Yes.
Like the whole trip.
They don't even know names. They know
No.
nothing. Like, what? And you'd think like the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader would probably get this a bit, especially from an older man. And she's like, "Oh, I'm super attracted to you." Like, all
But
right.
was he older?
Older than
See?
her? Yeah, I don't. Who knows?
Yeah, he could be 20 or 100. We don't know.
We don't know. He tells her that they plan to meet after dinner by the pool. So let's see what happens there. Stubing and Vicky. I apologize. Heyman's walking, talking to Isaac. He convinced Isaac he's writing a book about Isaac. He's written 3 books about bartenders, and each one's a bestseller. Isaac takes him to his cabin, unlocks the door. Mr. Heyman looks for the lamp, tells him he needs a lamp. Isaac says he'd let Doc borrow it. Mr. Heyman's out of there. Another quick retreat. Stubing and Vicky walk into the Acapulco lounge to see Stella Logan. Here we go. Tap dancing with some other, let me get the button ready. Other dancers.
Can I just say,
please.
My wife was in the room when this scene was on.
Oh God.
Yesterday, and I just turned to her and I said, I can already hear what Mike's going to say.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Vicky tells Stella that she'd give anything to be able to be a dancer like her. I thought she wanted to be a 12-year-old ship's captain.
I thought you wanted to be a cruise director.
Yeah, what the hell? Come on, Vicky. Apparently, Vicky's a bullshit artist. That's what she is.
12. And 12, you want to be everything.
She wants to be whoever she's talking to. Oh,
she didn't want to be.
I want to be a football player.
She didn't want to be back at that house she was at last week when she ran away.
Oh, you don't want to be an orphan living in Acapulco. So ridiculous. Stella asks Stubing to show Vicky a couple of steps, and Stubing wants no part of that, as he shouldn't. Stella offers to give Vicky some pointers. Stubing asks if he can watch. Stella says he has to join. And then I'm writing, how does a ship's captain have time for this nonsense? And then I wrote, holy shit, Stubing's tap dancing. In his short white shorts and knee socks. And his white... Come on, man. Come on.
Oh,
Stop it.
Like a lot too. It was a lot. He didn't do like he just didn't do like where you click your heel a couple times.
No, just give us a little sand shoe. I don't need the whole thing. Enter Elliot, who claps at their performance. Stop. Nobody should clap at that. He takes Vicky for a lemonade, and Stella's going to go look at the play Stubing asked her to look at. Okay.
This is why Vicky shouldn't be on this boat.
No.
Like just randos.
She's out of the way.
Taking her for lemonade.
Some weird dude with a transparent mustache taking you for lemonade? You know Isaac can get that for you, right? Like what are we doing? Oh.
Plus, she was so excited about lemonade that it makes me think Stubing's not giving her liquids.
All she gets is seawater. All she can drink is salt water. That's all we have, Vicky, is salt. We're surrounded by beverages. What's the problem? Fucking Stubing. Helen's awake now. Hey, about time, Helen. You know what? She had a Geritol fizz and she can't wake up earlier than 3 p.m. Get it together, Helen.
It was a thing in the dance.
Helen, your life is being destroyed before your eyes. Wake up.
How are you the last one to come on, Helen? She wakes up. She finds the cheerleading coach, asks where Wendy is, tells Helen that Wendy went into town, that she's in good hands because she's with Perv Bill. Helen immediately looks a little worried about it, and you should be.
She looks so worried that it ends the episode.
It ends the whole thing.
To be continued.
Well, no, not yet. Almost.
Oh, wait,
almost.
Sorry.
We have to take a visit to the Pirates Cove before we can do that, Mike. Paul Turner's trying to write a note asking Lisa to marry him. I guess Lisa's they let us know that's her name, and he's got wadded up paper. How hard is it? Will you marry me? Did you need 27 pieces? He doesn't know anything else about her.
Why do you need to write it?
Yeah,
Just
right.
think it. Just think it.
Yeah, that's true. We see Higgins and Mrs. Howell walking in. Higgins sees what Paul is writing. Paul comes up with some nonsense about personalized greeting cards. And Higgins is so impressed that Paul is working on his vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Helen stops Gopher to see if he's seen Wendy in town. Gopher says he did and that Helen may lose a daughter because they were trying on wedding rings. Nice going, Gopher.
Yeah.
Read the fucking room, you know?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Gopher's supposed to assume that this mom thinks that her daughter is stealing his fiance. Come on,
You know
man.
You know what? That's on me. That's on me. That's on me.
Yes.
That I should be more open-minded to that. Obviously,
a
Bill's
little bit
perv.
of a leap.
I mean, Gopher might as well say, "Wow, they seem happy. He's a lot older than her." You know what I mean? He had his hands all over, it was crazy.
Dancing like he's a teenager
He just
at the 1919 Black Sox scandal.
he probably drugged Helen so she'd sleep in late too. This guy Bill sucks.
God. Well, he's a Steelers fan.
He was a good guy.
Helen
Says the person drinking out of Steelers cup.
That was on purpose. That was a tribute to Bill
was.
Kelly.
Yeah, that was good. Helen's stunned by this, but now Wendy and Bill are back and apologize for how long they were gone. Helen says, "I'm beginning to think that I'm the donkey." And that's how part one ends.
Yep. Forgot about the donkey bit.
Oh,
They should have had a donkey in the background.
Oh, I wish I had a donkey
Did they-
sound effect
Did
right
they
now.
do the zoom into her face thing? I can't remember.
A little bit.
because they're
Not,
showing-
not a crazy one, but a little
like when
bit.
that Native American, when that dude littered. That's what they were going for.
Yeah,
They're trying to squeeze out a tear.
Every now and then they'll do a dramatic zoom in, but it's not
Every now and then.
consistent. So, yeah.
All right, we are back on the ship, part 2. Mr. and Mrs. Heyman are walking down the hall. Mr. Heyman locates Doc and wants Mrs. Heyman to trap him in the elevator. We've seen people trapped in that elevator, Mike. It's been a while
Yep.
since
It's
season
been a
1.
long time, yeah.
It still smells like
Sausage.
sausage. Mrs. Heyman, someday someone is going to like me just for myself. All right, go. Go ahead. Okay, great. Bye-bye. She heads towards Doc. Doc says hi. Mrs. Heyman fakes a cough and they enter the elevator together. Doc says, which deck? She says, the one with the doctor. Doc says, I'm the doctor, and the elevator closes. Nice. This is another thing, though. This scene ended, but then they continued the scene. It was weirdly shot, because I think that that's a great part to go to a different story when the elevator shuts, but it wasn't over.
Well, they didn't have any other stories. They only had
True.
5
Everything's
stories.
everything's wrapped up, right? She tells Doc that she has a frog in her throat. Doc takes her, which I was a lot of typing. I wrote, Dog takes her to his office. Like I'm talking about Dog the Bounty Hunter or something. All right. Tells him that she has no plans for the evening. Calls him a very attractive man. Oh boy. We're back to Paul Turner and his fake family. His fake wife uses so much salt on her food. It was disturbing.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna put you on a statin. Like you're dangerously unhealthy, Pinky Tuscadero. Jeez. But they're in the cabin in this little tiny table. I'm like, what do we do?
Well, because he doesn't want to take him in public because he's risking
Right.
That's a good point,
right.
Mike.
He's risking exposure.
And the fake son says they should all go to a phone booth for dessert, which kind of made me laugh. I thought that was funny. Paul tells them if they could behave themselves, they wouldn't have to eat in the cabin. Next, we see Bill in a tuxedo knocking on Helen's cabin door. And this is where that issue came up that you brought up before. I'm like, wait a minute. Why are they not in the same
Cabin.
or even connecting cabins? We've seen that before, too.
Yep. No, they're clearly different spots.
She tells her, let's go to dinner. Yeah, that was weird. She says to go on without her. She isn't hungry. Bill asks if she's sure. Helen says to go on, have fun with Wendy, and then she's going to bed. Bill is not reading between the lines here at all. Bill's like, okay, great, bye.
Well, the thing is, but here's the thing though, because it's not his room. I guess in theory he can't get in.
Right.
If it was his room, you would go in and make sure.
Come on. Mm-hmm.
So, but not to defend Bill, but that's what happened here.
Bill's just like, okay, see ya. Like, there's not a lot of like deliberation on his part.
Because here's the thing too, much like we just said about Gopher,
yeah,
it is a leap if you're Bill.
It is. Oh, absolutely.
And I will say this, and we can save it for later or talk about it now, but I don't know that it is a recoverable leap for your marriage.
That's a good point.
Like, can you bounce back from that as any of the three people involved that you think that was a possibility? Like, she went hard on that.
Yeah,
right?
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Like, she went both blinders on. This is what's up, and she didn't even ask anybody to the point she was going to leave. She left because of
she was leaving them.
Right.
Yes,
like at some level, it's a trust thing. If you think I'm cheating, blah blah blah, but you think I'm cheating on you with my with your daughter? Yeah. Like, I mean, that's
in your face on a boat.
Right, on a boat where you can't leave. Like,
well, there's no escape plan. There's no plan B there. What do you stop it? Like, that's just that's a bold move if Bill pulled that off. Let me just say that. I think Bill.
I don't think they get married.
No,
I think Bill's
this is not problems.
Even with the new ring.
And you know what? And Wendy's going to be the one to go, Bill. I don't think she's right for you.
You could do so much better, Bill.
Appreciate you, Bill.
Have you met
Wendy
Mark?
And Bill. Look at Mark.
Yeah.
Say his name 3 times. Paul and the cheerleader are walking poolside. They're telling each other how crazy they are. You know what? I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. So Doc's in the office with Mrs. Heyman, who we now know is Norma. Ask if there's enough light in his office. She asked him to examine her in his bedroom. Vavoom. Tells Doc she would have picked a lamp with a ship motif. And he's like, damn it. I gave that lamp to Julie. Frog in the throat is gone. Mrs. Heyman is out of there. And then I wrote, well, is Mr. Heyman Julie's type? And I wrote, well, they're married. He's married, so maybe.
He's of questionable morals.
Questionable morals. He might be too young.
Yeah.
So Paul and the cheerleader Lisa walking poolside. He tells Lisa that he loves her. Okay. Lisa tells Paul that she loves him.
Crazy.
I wrote, is there a gas leak? What's happening here? Like, what is wrong with these? What are they? Drug the cheerleaders to fall in love with like
3-day cruises?
Yeah, like what? First they trade Micah Parsons, and now this. Like, the Cowboys need to get it together, man. She said she has to leave because of curfew. Here comes Paul's fake family one way. Here comes Higgins, Mrs. Howell the other way. Uh-oh. Paul rushes Lisa away. Says he cares too much about her for her to be late. And the fake family is none too pleased. They're like, what the hell, man? We're your fake family. How dare you? You paid us. Although Higgins sees this as Paul spending time with his family, Higgins didn't see the Lisa.
Yeah.
Paul tells Higgins he's showing his son how to throw a knuckleball. Fake son says, you should have been here a second ago to see the curves. Bit of a stretch.
Well, and to follow up on that lewd behavior earlier when Doc was checking out Norma in the waiting room about the throat, he said, I can't wait to look at your throats. Because she had cleavage.
That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, I did see that one.
Well, didn't she ask Doc to check my throat out in your room?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. He's.
Yeah, she was definitely she was willing to go to the mat for what was needed, for sure.
Yeah.
She was work ethic. We're back in the cheerleader cabin. We see Stacy and 2 other cheerleaders. It's bed check. Everyone's here. Sarah's sleeping, or is she? No. She's out looking at the moonlight with Mark. But then I'm like, is she really, or was this part of the thing to get Stacy to want to get? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was this part of Mark's master plan? Fucking Mark. Stella Logan.
Was this Mark's plan, or was this the cheerleader?
This is the girl's plan. This is the girl's plan.
I wouldn't put it past Mark, that smooth son of a bitch. He's greasing them all. Like, no. Here's how you do it.
Mark's doing the move that we've all done, where you make friends with the friends.
That's it.
And that's how you get in. So.
That's it. And he only had 3 days to get this accomplished.
Yeah, exactly.
So, bravo.
Well, he's been working on it since before the cruise.
Dude,
right. Exactly.
always
Putting in
popping
work.
up.
That's at least a 2.5, 3 hour flight. You got time to
Well,
figure
think
it out.
about it too. Is I mean, he must know what he likes. If he's got all these other cheerleaders to throw his attempt at, he's
Yeah.
decided no. It's almost like a lion when they separate the weakest, like, you know what I mean, like deer out of the pack. I wonder if it's that way.
Well, he's definitely
Maybe-
like, I don't want any cheerleaders who didn't get speaking roles.
Yeah, you don't talk. You don't talk.
Right.
You don't talk.
That cuts you
Stacey's
down
a-
to like 6, you know. So
Stacey's a
Wendy's
slow
Wendy's dating her father-in-law,
Yeah,
so
she's
not
out.
him.
Yeah.
Lisa's with Paul. She's out.
It's
Yeah.
with Paul.
Yeah.
I see Stella Logan in the hallway wearing fur. I don't know what's going on there. She knocks on Elliot's cabin. Mike, big moment here. Just to add, Elliot is dressed like a blueberry.
It is.
It's
It
quite an
is.
outfit.
So, what do you think it is? It's not quite
It's like
pajamas.
lounging.
It's not quite a robe.
it's not
Yeah,
a
it's almost like
lounge
lounge.
Loungewear.
But it is-
I would say it's almost like a smoking jacket pants.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
it's got a pocket square. It is
Like it
the
goes
bluest
above.
blue I've ever seen in my life.
It was.
It's
I don't even
amazing.
know. That was blue. It was blueberry
Yeah.
blue.
It's blue, bada bida, bada bada bida.
Oh, no. No.
I knew it was coming. I knew it
That's
was
fair.
coming.
That's fair.
It's a fair. You earned that one. That was a good
Yeah.
one. Tells Elliot that she needs to talk to him. He asked her to sit down next to me because I look like a blueberry. She asked him how to spare an artist's feelings if he didn't like their work. He says a criticism must be honest, and the truth can hurt, but the artist will have to deal with that. And then she just starts ripping that plate.
Then she lights this
It
bastard up like a
sucks. Well,
Roman
this guy's-
candle.
in that case, this thing sucks. You know, awful. Patooey. It's, she says, inane, trite, horrendous with cardboard characters. The worst piece of trash that she's ever read. Get him, Stella.
Yeah.
She asks Elliot what she should say to Stubing. Elliot says to be totally honest. She says the world needs critics like Elliot to protect fans from garbage. As she leaves to walk down the hall, she's laughing, so we know it's all an elaborate ruse.
The world also needs us to protect people from garbage, like a lot of these Love Boat episodes.
Yeah, that's a good point. We go to our first commercial break of part 2. We're back, and we are magically in the beautiful town of Acapulco. Here we go, home of the
I love
orphans.
Acapulco.
Yes.
Or is it home of the orphans? It's the lack
of the
thereof
orphans,
home
man.
of the orphans.
Mr.
They
Heyman
don't
knocks
have
on.
a home.
Right? No, they got nothing. Oh, the non-home, the temporary home
Yeah,
of the alcohol.
the maybe home of the.
The stopping point for many young parentless children. Mr. Heyman tells Mrs. Heyman to let him do the talking. She gets irritated, says, "You always do the talking." He knocks on Julie's door. He gives him some line about some place to shop in Acapulco. Casa Rosa for ladies' clothing, guys, if you're ever in Acapulco. He says they promised him a lamp with a nautical theme. And Vicky took the lamp as part of the charity donations. Damn it, Vicky. Damn it. I just want my diamonds, man. I'm just like, this lamp has been everywhere. Like,
Kids are always screwing me. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Oh. Well, here comes Stubing with Stella, a priest, and some orphans. And I said, did the priest just call one of them Pepito? Like, I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't
I
you
know. So the little guy who's dicking around with Stubing's hat is Pepito.
Yeah.
Not since season 2.
We had another orphan named Pepito in season 2, and I was like, no, Pepito's back.
They don't even try.
Well, it's a very popular name. Yeah.
Pepito was the orphan in the Puerto Vallarta orphanage, not Acapulco. So not the same guy.
And I'd like to say here, I did get a little,
Yeah.
I got a little irritated here. So Stubing and Vicky and this priest, they're bringing orphans onto the cruise ship?
Yeah, for the function.
Come on. And swimming in the pool and stuff?
What?
Yeah.
With their little grubby hands in the buffets. Come on.
Well, you're only on the cruise to support them, so you're not going to now be headed.
Yeah.
Let me just say, even if I was there to support them, I would not be happy. I mean, like, get these grubby little bastards out of here. Like, I don't want them. Get out of the pool. Get away from the buffet.
I don't think that you're getting the spirit of the charity cruise.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Mm-mm.
But Taylor, you did say something I forgot happened later on the episode. Remember we were talking about how would they get the diamonds off the boat? Where it's like they might as well just take the lamp.
Right.
Apparently, the lamp was part of the charity auctions.
And maybe
could've
they got
just
the
taken
lamp
it off
off
the
in
boat.
Mexico.
So they could have just won. They could have saved themselves so much money and just bid on the lamp.
Won the lamp. And then
Yeah,
took
for
it off the boat.
for like $8.
maybe what they did is they had the orphan on the boat and they gave him the lamp to take off the boat because they're like, well, orphans wouldn't smuggle diamonds. We don't need to search for Raul.
An orphan with a lamp is kind of suspicious because they don't have a.
Yeah.
But
who are they going to get
Annie,
to fence the diamonds? I mean,
but if Annie taught me anything, they would have smuggled it out in a laundry basket.
They would have. They would have.
So, yeah.
Nah.
They would have. Or in a glass that looks like ice. What's this? Just a little ginger ale on the rocks, Ossifer. Don't even worry about it. It's not diamonds. I don't want the stupid grubby little hands and everything. Get out of here, man. How am I going to enjoy my chicken a la king with your dirty hands all in it? Get out of here. Gopher runs into Bill and Wendy, and they're worried about Helen. Gopher says that she left the ship about 30 minutes ago. She was headed to the airport with her suitcase. Oh, and Helen is officially gone nuts. That's why they're never getting married.
It took her a long time to get going.
But to not even have a conversation? Yeah, it's funny. I really want to get out of here, but I'm going to wait a few. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna mosey.
Wait, was she leaving early?
Yeah.
The boat wasn't back. The boat wasn't back in LA yet.
No, she was going to fly out of Acapulco. This show, every 2 weeks, somebody threatens to get off the boat and fly home because apparently airplanes cost $1 in 1979, and you didn't need any notice. You could just jump on a plane. So.
Well, the easiest one. Remember the seaplane? That was the easiest one there.
They owned a plane. That guy owned a plane. Yeah,
even easier. Yeah. So, and it's funny because Bill and Wendy leave to go find her, but they will go hand in hand. They're holding each other's
just that.
hand.
Can you imagine? That is in 1979. That is literally needle in a haystack. How the hell are you going to find anybody?
You're going to look for Helen's bright white face in Acapulco is what it boils down to.
It's the one taking their luggage off of the boat.
That's it. The one, the one dragging the expensive looking suitcase through the streets of Acapulco. But wouldn't that whole you get off the boat, you get in a taxi, not you get off the boat and you wander the streets?
I mean, I don't know how close the airport is to Acapulco's dock.
Is she walking there?
It could be right across the street.
Dockside airport.
Oh, I mean, maybe. It's not Mazatlan International Airport. We know that's beautiful.
We know that. Yeah, it's not. You're absolutely right. Southwest Hub, I believe, in Mazatlan these days.
Oh, stadium seating? No.
You're in zone 1. Sweet. Julie sees Stacy staring at a group of young boys swimming near a fence. That was weird.
Yeah, but it sets up a big scene.
Ask Julie. Oh boy, Stacy asked the worst question you could possibly ask to Julie. It goes a little something like this. How would you feel? Basically, how would you feel if you ever gave a guy away but decided you wanted him back and somebody else already has him? I just want to say this. There are zero parallels between Julie's story and this crazy ass Stacy thing that she's concocted in her head.
Oh, I don't know if I agree with that. Why do you think it's different?
Because Julie, she did give Jack. They were together a little bit. She didn't just put him on the pay no mind list.
Well, she did though. I mean, they talked a little bit, but I think the point is Stacy.
Is it a chance? Is that
Stacy is not interested in Mark. She, for whatever reason, the reason is different.
At this point, she is.
Yeah, but
at the beginning,
winning?
At the beginning, she did, right? And then she realized that she does like him, but she's worried it's too late. It's the same thing, just not the same reason for the pay no mind.
She says the good ones come around. The good ones don't come around often enough to give them away.
Right. So this is the third. Now, if you count the episode where it actually happened, this is the third episode now
I keep bringing it up.
where this has come up, which is by far the most continuity we've ever had on this show.
Keep that wound fresh.
Short of
is what I
Stubing's
say.
ex-wife.
Yeah.
So this is amazing. And I thought this was really good.
I was surprised by it.
I thought Julie
really was
came off
surprised
really
by it.
well.
Yeah.
It didn't come off as hysterical. It didn't feel shoehorned. I
Right.
thought this was really, they don't let Julie give good advice. I mean, look at last week when she was giving horrible advice to those olds, right?
Oh,
so
absolutely.
this was
This
much
is better. Maybe
Yeah,
she's
so.
healing.
I hope so.
The Haymans see Vicky by the pool. They ask.
I thought they were going to rough her up.
Yeah, I did too. Oh, she's going to dunk her. We didn't leave with the lamp, but we killed the captain's daughter. Asked where she's storing the items for the orphanage. She said the truck already picked it up. Ramon took the lamp, and here he comes right now.
Yeah.
So
Thank
they
God he
took the
showed
thing
up.
off the thing, and Ramon loved the lamp so much that he brought it with him everywhere, like a dog. They
He's
can't
bringing it to
they
the
can't
pool.
Get Ramon a dog.
Yeah.
Just want to hang out, me and my lamp, go swimming.
Maybe
I
he
hope we have
thought-
incredible.
Listen, there's a guy on the boat who used to have a genie. Maybe he thought there was something
True.
inside. So.
Or Ramon, yeah, love your imagination, Ramon. No idea why you brought that back. That's great. Mr. Heyman says he'll fix it. He's an electrician. Makes a swift exit with the lamp. Mrs. Helen Higgins heard a table poolside. She says she's
I would really like to play bridge.
I'm in the mood for a game of bridge. Higgins says they need to dig up 2 other players. Well, Lisa's right there, Mike. This thing writes itself.
She loves bridge.
Excuse me. I love to play
Classic
bridge.
22-year-old
Oh,
cheerleader.
All the
loves
cheerleaders
Loves
play
bridge.
bridge. Jeez. And Pinochle. That's the other one, too. The
I've
Steeler
never
cheerleaders
played
play
bridge. I
Pinochle.
just assume it's a 1,000-year-old person.
Yeah, I don't. I've never.
And I've played some old games with my grandparents. I've never played bridge. So
I love to play cards. Like, I'm a card player. But bridge is something. I'm more of a more of a spades guy.
Can we play bridge next month?
Yeah.
Should we just play bridge?
We gotta.
We got to play
Here's how you
gin so I
play,
can
gentlemen.
cheat. We got to play gin so I can cheat all of you.
That'd be awesome. Everybody leaves broke. Everybody leaves broke and penniless from Mike's house. She says maybe her boyfriend plays. She tells him they just met on the cruise. TMI. Higgins says he'll get his new vice president if he can get him away from his family.
This was a great scene.
Yes, it was.
It really was great. I
So
mean,
here comes Paul. Higgins and Lisa want an explanation. Higgins fires him. Lisa smacks him, not a great smack, and tells him that they're through. But have they really begun, Mike? Really?
how
they
can you
really
be over
begun?
if you haven't even started?
Right.
The best part about that scene is they both say at the same time, "Hey, it's my boyfriend. Hey, it's my vice president." Yeah, like
There it is.
yeah.
And I want to say, like, in sort of response to this saying that they're through before they started, I just want to say now that I am withdrawing my name from the Boston Marathon list this year. I'm not going to participate. Okay?
Oh, wait,
Just
what?
so you know. It's never a thing. Now it's
Something that never
All
a
right.
thing. Something that was never
Yep,
a thing. Now it's
there
over.
it is. I'm not going to attempt to qualify for the Olympics. All right.
Yeah, but you hired a fake family of runners. That's the problem.
That's true. That's true. That's funny. Mr. Heyman's working on the lamp. Mrs. Heyman decides to plug it in. We see smoke as Mr. Heyman's getting shocked. Just 2 observations here. Number 1, acting,
Yeah.
right? Like, and number 2, great shock sound effect. And I am very jealous because I don't have one, and I really
You don't have that
I
one.
wanted a. Zzz.
You have
I
that
got
gong
nothing.
though, don't you?
I got the
So-
gong. Yeah, I got gong. So we have that, but it's not, it's not the same. They're the
Love
Diamonds.
sound effects.
And Mrs. Heyman seems sad. This is the end for their
Caper.
marriage and the
Caper and their love, yeah.
We go to our second break. Wendy and Bill find Helen. Helen says she left the ship to avoid this scene. She says she lost her daughter and fiance. At least let her keep her dignity. Fucking slow your roll, Helen. Talk about running away.
Just going through it.
Jeez.
Also, you didn't want to avoid the scene because you would have been gone already. This
Right,
is
you didn't-
taking a
you're not at the
long time.
airport.
They caught up to you pretty
Yeah.
fast.
You weren't walking fast. Don't blame it on cobblestone either, Helen.
These
Bill-
Acapulco
Yeah,
herbs.
Acapulco. It's just Bill asked her what the hell she's talking about. Asked him about buying wedding rings, and Wendy's like, "Yeah, I bought them, dummy." Bill says he loves Helen and only Helen.
Not your daughter.
Yeah, not your not your much more attractive and younger
How
daughter.
do you come back from that though?
You
I
don't.
don't
The
know.
more
You
I think
don't.
about it, there's no way you come back from that. That
You
is
thought
like,
I wanted your daughter, and now I'm
Right.
supposed to now just okay.
Like,
we're
I'm
just
probably
gonna get
already. I'm probably already offended that you think I'm cheating on you, but now like the second level of that is like I don't think I'm coming back.
Well, I think this was before Dallas played on Thanksgiving, so now he's got to deal with them a few weeks later
Oh, that's
on
a good point.
Thanksgiving.
I guess we're
Jeez.
watching the Lions game.
Yeah. Too bad we're not watching the Lions cheerleaders. Oh boy. Elliot's at the piano singing very dramatically.
When did the piano go? When did they get a piano in the
This is
code?
the first time
Yeah.
they've never, because I remember that's where
Pirates
they
don't play the
bachelor
piano.
party. No, they don't play
No.
piano. Arg. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. He asked Isaac how many drinks it takes to get a normal man either blotted or blackout. I don't know what the word was.
I think he said blotted
What the hell does that mean? Is that
or
a thing?
blotto. Blotto is a thing. So
He tells Isaac to leave the bottle for him because he's above average. Great. Here comes Stella. She regrets being harsh about the play. Asks her why is she afraid to be in a play. Tells her that she's a very limited performer. Like, here comes
yeah, he's
Elliot.
very drunk and
Ask
very
my
honest.
opinion.
So
Yeah, I really feel. Tells Elliot
Yeah.
that this is ridiculous. Walks away. Runs into Stubing.
that is
Huh.
I was gonna say that is about 20 years ago Robertson style right there. That guy has got things to say and he's gonna say them.
It's funny. She runs into Stubing and tells him that she's decided to perform. There's nothing I like more than an angry performance for charity.
Mhm.
So
Spite dancing.
here comes Stacy. Whoo, bring it home. She's trying to talk to Mark. He agreed. Said he only has a few minutes because he has an early dinner with Sally.
Allie.
Mark who? Allie. Mark thanks Stacy. If I wouldn't met her if it wasn't for you. Boy, Mark is just playing this thing.
Kisses are on the
Yeah.
forehead.
On the forehead.
The
Yeah.
ultimate insult.
Like, this is just
Yes.
about, the head.
It was a sad goodbye.
It was terrible. Higgins is consoling Lisa about the Jack situation. Wait, Jack? Is it Paul?
Paul.
What is going? It's a long episode about the Paul
You're
situation.
just adding new characters.
Sorry. Explained that he was wrong. He was lying about being married with a family. Told him about hiring a family. Lisa's thrilled. Higgins says he only hires family man. He and Lisa smooch. Third commercial break. Bring it home. Let's go. We're back and in the lounge, and there's sort of a captain's table full of those dingy orphans. Grubby pawed orphans.
And
You
the
mean
Reverend.
bread and water?
And the
Don't
Reverend.
do
You
it
mean
like that.
Oh, and the Reverend.
the unfortunate kids that we are all here to support.
Yeah. Boy.
My bigger
Like
question
Three of them,
is,
right?
yeah,
How many?
there's not a lot. There's not a
How
lot.
many
of
orphans? Did you count them?
6. There's I don't understand why the Haymans are there. Wouldn't you be very quietly staying in your room for the rest of the trip? Like,
Wouldn't you be gone in Acapulco? Wouldn't
No,
you
they
be off the
they
boat?
got money now.
Yeah, well, not yet.
yeah, but yeah, I just wouldn't want to risk anything.
Because they still have to get the cash for the like all this stuff. And
Right. Yeah.
uh,
Unless there's like a was it cash for gold in the
they
gift
just
shop or
weigh it.
something.
Right
they just weigh it.
It's next to the beepers.
Ramon the orphan leaves the table, walks up to the Heyman's table and thanks them for fixing his lamp.
Oh, no problem, Ramon. It's my
yeah,
pleasure.
But what we didn't realize is Mr. Heyman says he lived in an orphanage as a kid.
Yeah.
Circle of life.
Yeah.
Twist.
Says he could have
Twist.
turned out different. Says he was even jealous when his wife was in a cabin with Gopher. Then he says the problem is that we're just both too damn selfish. What? Okay.
That moment of clarity right there.
Yep.
Big
That
number.
that electrocution really gave him peace of mind.
Yeah, no shit. Stubing introduces cheerleaders for their big number. Orphans are amazed. Are they really dancing to the Love Boat theme?
Yes.
Yes.
Come on, man.
So this is our third. There was a disco Love Boat theme, remember? And then Charo sang the Love Boat theme, and now we have this. So it's ridiculous.
And so cheerleaders are doing their thing. One of them throws a pom-pom at the camera, and bam, outfit change. Like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
Everyone cheers for them. Standing ovation. Cheerleaders exit the floor. Here comes dumb Stubing. He thanks everyone for the money donated. Mrs. Heyman stands up. Captain, I'd like to donate $250,000 to the orphanage.
Stubing is just acting his ass off here with these emotions.
Mr. Heyman says there was a mistake, and he should have said, she meant to say $1. That's what he should have said. He should have been like, this bitch is crazy. I don't listen to anything she says. He goes, she meant to say 500 grand. Like, Stubing says they make this world a better place, and the crowd claps for them.
You got to think. Well, but you got to think, like, I don't know what the donation haul was from this trip, but that's got to be like 5 times what they got, right? I mean, right? They could build to the total. You know what? Like, you can build 4 orphanages and a hotel.
Well, they could have been like, you know what? We're done. We're done.
Wrap it up. Get off the boat, Ramon.
Performers. Everyone's done. Get your hands off the buffet, you grubby little orphans. Take this money.
They cured
I thought they were going to end up with Ramon too.
Oh, they want to adopt them themselves.
Yeah, have a pizza vibe to it. Absolutely right.
They didn't go all the way, but I thought they were going to end up with Ramon. Thank God. At least Lou was like, all right, one step at a time.
Stubing now introduces Stella Logan, another dance routine to the song "Love Will Keep Us Together"
by former guest and terrible actress Tony Tennille. Yeah,
worst. Long song. They did the whole damn song. They did
the whole song, and
they did a lot of filling. It was a lot of fillers.
The background dancers were going for it. They were just like
into it.
They looked like those car dealer wind socks. Like they were
the blow up things.
Just quality mustaches and boneless chickens dancing behind Stella. Elliot's clapping. Everyone's standing. Everyone loves it. And we go to our 4th commercial break. We come back. The mariachi band is walking through the lounge. Stacy tells Doc she has a headache. It's probably because where Mark kissed her on her head. Allie, the cheerleader, points Mark at Stacy, and the other cheerleaders say, good luck. And he goes to find
Allie does say, you better go get her. I don't want her alone by the rail. Like, she's going
to jump, right?
Yeah, Stacy tried to jump last week.
I was like, wait, what is going on here?
Yeah, Stacy's got fucking problems, you know? Yeah.
We shouldn't have done this to her.
No, this was a cruel...
Hurry up before this gets crazy.
Mark tells Stacy that he's in love with one of the cheerleaders and doesn't know how to tell her. He tells her that he loves her and goes in for a smooch. What the hell is going on here? This storyline is
He kept it going to the last.
No, I don't want you. No, I don't want you. No, I don't want you. No, I do want you.
Well,
you love
because
me. Now I want you.
Yeah, because you only want the things you can't have.
Listen, I think I don't have the facial features necessary to be in a predicament like this. Okay, this has never happened to me before. So I'm just a little like, what? Like, where's the...
Is this another edition of Girldom? Do we need to answer some questions for you?
I mean, probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah, a lot of girldom.
But it makes sense, right? The guy tried hard. She didn't like him. But as soon as she thought that she couldn't, it was her decision.
Which is a whole ploy, too.
Well, I mean, it worked.
It's a whole thing. So,
but it worked. Good for Mark.
Are we giving Mark the credit for this one or the girls?
I think Mark gets credit for putting in the time with the other girls that he could maybe have this plan.
And Mark,
like if he wasn't friends with those cheerleaders, if he wasn't friends with those cheerleaders, that wouldn't have happened.
Right.
So, I think Mark
really likes Stacy. I mean,
you know what I think Mark is? I think Mark's one of those great platonic friends who used a lot of his skills there and cashed in to get the girl. Good for you, Mark.
Good for you. I bet you he's heard like we're too good of friends.
Oh, yeah. I think of you more like a brother.
Yeah. Maybe if you lose a few pounds, Mark. Yeah, no. It didn't hurt.
If this was Fear, Marky Mark would kill me in the woods.
That's it right there. Yeah. Stella's outside and Elliot walks up, says he has some things to say. He's not hammered now, which is great, and not dressed like a blueberry. Boo. Calls her the best there is. Says he was the young playwright. She tore it apart and made him realize what a dick he's been. She tells him that she really likes to play, want him to get a taste of his own medicine. She wants to play the leading role. They'll be together night and day, and the awkward old smooching begins.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing like old people kissing on TV.
Oh,
that's right.
Like just flat face kissing. You know what I mean? Just all closed lips. Just
no tongue
together hard.
No tongue with those olds.
No. Build a diamond with those. Final commercial. We're back. Mr. Heyman tells Stubing he'll send the check when he gets home. Yeah, because he's trustworthy.
Yes. How about that?
Bill and Helen are leaving. Wendy is walking him down the lobby. Bill tells Helen how beautiful she is, and Helen's like, I don't believe you. No, she doesn't say that. But there's problems. They smooch and leave the ship. They are doomed.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
That relationship's never going to work. Like, they don't belong on the love boat. They belong on the
divorce court.
Complicated boat. Yeah, it's just not.
They're not married yet.
Yeah. I know it. Higgins tells Paul that he expects to see him in the office on Monday, and Paul says, slow your roll, Higgins. I'm not going to be there. I'm going to Vegas to get married. Now,
I love weddings.
Now, this doesn't count, right? Do we count this in
counts.
This counts. Okay.
Yeah, engagement or marriage, yeah.
Well,
we are now, this is our 9th episode, and we've had 9 marriages or proposals, engagements that emanated from the show.
Yeah.
So, like people who didn't
strangers meet and
right. Yep. So people who did not know each other ahead of time, basically. So we're up to 9.
Kind of what those are. Those cruises, they can get like that.
It's that damn love boat. Stacy and Mark are leaving the ship. Cheerleaders swarm Mark as they leave. Stella and Elliot are leaving.
Stubing gives
Stubing about being the best man, and
because they're getting married. So that's 10.
That's 10. Wow.
That's right.
Well, they were former.
That doesn't count though. But it was broken up.
Yeah, if you relight that flame.
That's right. Like the lamp, the love lamp.
And the love lamp with.
Well, the thieves, Nora and them,
they're already married though.
Yep.
They're already married.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So I'm counting this as 2 proposals.
I feel like if you come to the boat engaged, it's a little bit different. But if you come in nothing, you show up empty fingered and you leave with two rings on one finger.
So I'm gonna say that is 10 in 9 episodes for us. So
and that is how the episode ends.
Oh, that was a doozy. Woo. All right. We got to space these out better. There was a lot of rushing through the end. All right.
I need an IV.
Totals and a recap. Best episode was episode 1, the 2-parter first to start the season. Episode 2 was the worst episode of the season. Michael, where does this rank? Best or worst?
Is the best episode of the season.
Very interesting. I am probably there with you. I was debating between that and the first one. This is the rare. Yeah. This is the rare episode where my rewatch made it better. Yeah, I feel like I was so lost with all the characters.
There's a lot of moving, man.
Yeah, right? But I really liked it. I think as much as we like the first one, I think this is better. I agree.
Had everything I wanted. It had a little intrigue, a little humor. What about you, Ameen? What do you think about this episode?
I liked it a lot. I watched it in segments. I watched the first part 3 days ago, like the Thursday of our Zoom, and then I watched part 2 yesterday, and then I watched both of them today. So on today's watch, I picked up on a lot of things that I didn't over the 3 day, like the 3 day gap kind of muddied the waters a little bit. Watching them back to back, you kind of appreciate it a little bit better.
Yeah. It was really good. I was surprised. I was surprised how much I liked it. Especially because you're like, oh God, they're going to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders acting and all that kind of stuff. And it was really good.
It was
Yeah,
good.
that was
Exceeded my
that was a good idea
expectations.
for you guys to give an Eagles fan a Cowboys cheerleader episode.
Yep. There wasn't as much football in there as I expected,
No.
honestly.
Yeah.
So, all right.
They are
Captain of the
entity
week.
outside of football.
That's true. Captain of the week. Best of the week. This could be a million people. Mike?
This is easy. I'm going to go Mark. He got the girl he wanted and got to hang out with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders for a few days on a cruise ship. Mark is just a winner.
I think that's fair.
I was
Ameen?
gonna go Paul. I'm going Paul.
I like Paul. I like Paul.
I like Paul.
I'm going Paul. He bagged the cheerleader.
Yeah,
That's true. That
He
is
more
true.
easily than Mark did.
Yeah,
that is true.
that's a good point.
With the fake wife.
With the fake wife. Yeah.
It's really, I mean, there are a lot of really good choices, honestly. I
agree.
think I'm going with Elliot. I just thought Douglas Fairbanks was so
Oh, he was good, man.
goddamn smooth.
He was
and he
great.
was just good in every way. And that blue suit really should win.
Oh,
but
the blueberry
yeah.
suit should be captain. Of the
I
week.
thought
Absolutely.
I thought him and Ginger Rogers together were really good too.
Yeah. I thought so.
The song, the choice of the song at the end is the only thing that really took it off
That was
for her.
weird.
Was weird. But no, I thought the season of the olds continues there.
I
So.
agree.
Worst of the week. Walk the plank, Mike.
Bill Kelly and his pervy ways. He caused a problem that didn't exist. You know, how can you be so oblivious to the fact that your fiance thinks you're trying to hook up with her daughter? Like, come on.
I
Read
mean,
the room,
worst of the
Bill
week.
Kelly.
I might have to go with Bill also.
All right.
Bill sucks.
I'm going with
I'm
Bill
gonna-
also.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the other side of the coin. I'm gonna go Helen for
That's fun.
That was my close number 2.
Helen
Yeah.
stinks. Yeah.
yeah, because it's like it's the same exact thing, right?
Yeah.
It's just the other way of
It's
handling
flipped.
it.
Yeah.
So-
She could have
Yeah,
just asked
but-
a question.
Neither of them should get married. Really, it doesn't matter whose fault it is. But yeah,
Unless Bill gets married to Wendy. I mean,
yeah, that's true. Which I guess is possible. Let's tune in next time for that.
mm.
That's totals and a recap for this week.
Plugs. Hitting season Patreon, absolutely hammered. Whether you're cheering from the stands or tuning in from home, this is the podcast that you need. Grab your bat, your cap, and your first place Phillies pride. Crack open a beer, enjoy a weekly Phillies happy hour with Chris Jones, Justin Clue, and our very own Mike Robertson. Check out Absolutely Hammered on the Hitting Season Patreon. You can find us everywhere you find your audio podcasts: iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Podcast Addict, Amazon Music, Podchaser, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Castbox, and my new favorite.
Absolutely yes.
I'm out of breath. Podbean. Please hit that subscribe button and leave a review. It really helps. Podbean. I'm telling you, they're going to be huge. It's the new Apple.
You type
you
that
can
in
also-
wrong, you might get something else.
You can also check out our video podcast on YouTube. Please hit that subscribe button and leave a review.
You can watch me disappear at one point.
That's right. You watch Mike disappear. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook. Look for weekly reels and updates. Check the old mailbag. No email this week.
No time.
No time. And you can email us, and we'd love to get your email, your feedback, your questions. And as always, we love your support. Email us at theloveboatproject@gmail.com. I did
Get an
look
email
ahead.
after this one.
What's
Yeah.
that?
You'll get an email after this one.
Yeah, from the
I mean,
Acapulco Orphanage
Acapulco,
Association.
Yeah, the Tap Dancing Association
That's
of
Mike
America.
Taylor who was saying that. So
I love all orphans. I don't think they're grubby at all, Mike. Next episode, we welcome Nancy McKeon and Demond
that.
Wilson to the boat,
Yep.
and we welcome back 3 people. We welcome back Thelma Hopkins from the Reggie Jackson episode. The great Jimmy J.J. Walker is back,
For his third appearance,
His
much
third
like Ameen. Yeah.
and Sydney the waiter is back, which I believe
Oh,
will be his third appearance as well.
So,
So
well, hopefully that won't be 17 hours like this
Yeah.
one was.
I mean, I very much appreciate you being a part, especially a
fellas,
2-part
no doubt.
episode, because this is a lot to discuss, and I thought you did a
Can't
great
wait to
job.
season 4.
That's right.
Right around the corner.
Keep this train moving.
Well, thank you for joining us. episode 61 coming up. Look at us closing in on 100. Who'd have thunk it?
We were 40 away, but still.
I mean, I'm trying to class.
I know. I'm just saying.
Come on.
So,
Where's the
so
positivity,
so episode
man?
100 is going to be probably in season 4 then.
Either the very end of season 4 or the very beginning of season 5. Yeah.
It's like they average about 28 episodes a season.
We should have
10.
Yeah,
we should have like
we're gonna be
all
80
all our previous guests can be on the
on the
100th
last
episode at the
just
same
like
time.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. We'll be 85 years old when we get to that
Yep.
point too. Well, thank you again, Ameen. Thank you for joining us, Mike.
Thanks for the
Always
invite.
great. And we will see you next time on Love Boat Project.